Okay. Alright, we got James here. Scar the Dark. Zen Ice. Alright, everyone's showing up. Trey, can everyone hear me? There's an icy flight, so I wouldn't have to later. Whoop. Alright, hold on. Comments are going by a little fast.
The enemies here can be quite frightening, but you should watch the fools.
It's disappointment.
I'd rather flame the fools.
Now you're thinking.
Okay. Oh god. Oh boy. Come on, comments. There we go. My thoughts on Sly Cooper games? I really only like the first game. I mean, that's the truth. I don't like the second game. The third one's alright. And I like the fourth one more than most people. Oh, come on.
Thank you for releasing me.
Yeah, Trey, I did hear about Blue Sky. Oh god! Oh crap! Ooh.
You know, I think you just might be the dragon to defeat Nasty Nook.
That's me, all right.
Oh hey, Shooter's here. I didn't even realize that was you, because your icon's different. And Travis is here as well. Hey, Max is here too. And Chicky Boy, what's up? Oh, we have a $25 donation from... That's Roxas. Thank you so much, Roxas. Oh. Spyro couldn't handle it. He got hit from the hype of that donation. Glad I caught the donation, by the way. It's a good thing I happened to be looking at it. Anyway,
Thanks,
yes, thank you
Spyro.
very much, Roxas.
I'd love to help you catch Nasty, but I'd really hate to be trapped in Crystal again.
Don't worry. The only one that's gonna be trapped is him.
Connor, no, I've never played Paper Mario. I'm not really into Mario. Not really a huge, not really a huge Nintendo person. Despite growing up with a Super Nintendo.
Thank you for releasing me.
120% on Spyro 1, now I'm on a Ripto's Rage. Cool, nice. I don't know what... I don't know what Spyro 4 should be about. I just hope that it can feel like Spyro. I don't really have any, like, big ideas for what the story should be about. I just want a new villain and something that follows the story of the originals. PlayStation's intended mascot, Blasto. That sounds familiar. Yeah, I hope I get one of those pre-announcement goodies. I haven't gotten one yet. Frog Daisy, I'm playing this on PS5. Max, what do you mean you got the PS5 already? You knew that I got it for Christmas. You drew a picture of me holding one. What do you mean it finally arrived? It arrived on Christmas Eve. I did a stream the day after Christmas, like, telling everybody that I got a PS5 and I was streaming on the PS5.
Berries are always on your side, Spyro. Yeah, LQ Gaming. This is the retro skin. It's not a mod, it's a cheat code. Thank you for releasing me.
Any level in the history of Spyro you consider your favorite? Like, I don't have like one specific favorite level overall. I have a favorite depending on the game. So my favorite level in this one is Treetops. Favorite level in 2 is Mystic Marsh. And then my favorite level in 3 is Enchanted Towers. Treetops is fun once you know how to do it, sure is. And still I can't get it first try. It's not easy, but it's fun. Fuck.
Ah, Spyro, thanks. Supercharge will
The
get you to
Boysenberry
new
Festival's
places here
returning.
in
Oh my
Lofty
god.
Castle, too. See
Oh,
where it takes you.
I love the Boysenberry Festival. God dang. We need to go again. Someday. When this whole thing is over. Which I hope happens. To go to the Boysenberry Festival and then go to that restaurant, that chicken dinner restaurant. That was a good place. I really liked those spicy barbecue meatballs or whatever I had there. Those were good, and those those Boysenberry muffins were so good, and the Boysenberry punch. I just noticed that Mark is here, and he would probably want to come in the chat. So, maybe... Just hold on for 1 second, please. There we go.
Yellows.
Hello?
So this is what happened, right? I can only assume that what happened was you probably saw that I was like, I hope I'm not too late, and then you were like, shit, he's here, might as well make a voice chat. I'm assuming that's what happened because I was watching the stream and then I dropped my phone and then the backing popped off and then the battery popped out.
Oh, yeah, well, no, because, like, I saw yeah, I saw your comment, and I was like, oh, he's here, so, he probably wants to come in the voice chat. That's basically what happened.
So I'm all listening, I'm like, yeah, she's in Lofty Castle, and then all of a sudden, drop my phone. Hi guys. Can people hear me?
I'm sure they can. Can everybody hear Mark? I didn't mess with the settings or anything, so hopefully it should be fine.
Can y'all hear? It's me, your favorite destination.
It's me, your favorite.
Whoever-
Who is this guy? Oh, I love it when I am missing gems. It's great.
Where have you not been? Oh, it's 2 also. Peter Don, what's up? It's Mark with a C. And Nikki says, Minora, did you know that Crash 4 will not have DLC? Some YouTube commenter told me that.
That's fine.
I heard it through the Stutter interview. That's where he said it. I put it up in my video on the multi-platform release. Or the new gen platform release.
So then what's this Wumpa League thing?
I don't know. It's looking, since it's not the cartoon, because the cartoon got canceled, and it's not DLC because DLC, Lou's saying that they're focusing more on just getting the game out to PS5 and Series X and all that, and Switch, rather than making newer content. It seems more and more likely that it's going to be the PvP game.
Huh. Well, I mean, that sounds about right.
I mean, maybe it's a new, like, sports-like game. Maybe it's like Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, but like with just Crash characters or something. Or
Mario
I guess
and Sonic at
something
the Special Olympics.
something like Bash, but not Bash. And I hope it's not going to be a Bash remaster. Cause
Bash
people are like,
2.0.
Well, because also when Activision had their quarterly thing, their conference call, I think it was there, they said to expect more remasters from them, but I don't think it's going to be of Crash and Spyro, because in another past quarterly call, they said they were going to focus on newer projects for Crash and Spyro and less of the remasters for them specifically. And that's when they said remasters of other stuff, which is then when we got Pro Skater 1+2. So I think if they're going to go back into their stuff of whatever's Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure Remastered.
Oh god.
I don't know what they're going to do with
Skylanders, Spyro, and Crash's Adventure.
that. No. Oh god, no. I mean, that was basically Imaginators.
Yeah. Wow.
I would love to see a Crash
Oh god.
sports game.
Jesus. My mom scared me.
Did you do the laugh and then she scared you, then she did the laugh?
No, like, she put her hand in front of my face and it scared me.
God. She put her hand over your mouth and she said, "You scream, you die."
Yeah.
And then she put her hand over your eyes and said, "Guess who?"
Basically. God, that was really scary. Because I was like, "Mwahaha," and then she did that and I was like, ah!
She was wearing a suit of armor when she did it. I just got the mental image of your mom in a suit of armor.
I don't think she'd be able to wear that.
It's nice, it's fit. It's like not clunky or big. That'd be funny. Pretty much any non-Mario Party game is bad. I highly disagree with that, but alright. Rayman 2 remaster. I mean, there's been a crap ton of Rayman 2 ports, but a remaster would actually be kind of cool, I think. But I'd rather be quick to see a Rayman 4 than a Rayman 2 remake, or remaster, whatever you want to call it. Like, we were like we were teased back in the day, then we were kind of promised, and then it was going to happen, and y'all know the story. And then I did that video, which people are still finding to this day, about Michel Ancel teasing Rayman 4 for reals, and now he's retired, so I have no clue what's happening with any of that.
For realsies.
Hey, Spyro. All dragons know there's magic in a fairy's
Then I
kiss.
says I'm looking forward to playing
See
Balan
what it can do
Wonderworld.
to your power of
It's
flame.
not Wonderland. Wonderworld. Yeah, just be wary if you try to stream that shit, because twice on the second level specifically, my stream kept not crashing, but like cutting out the video. Not even lagging. It was just cutting out the video. So you would see the little like PS5, PS4 little, I call them the little bouncy boys, those little icons that jump up and down. And that same spot, that same level, only in Balan Wonderworld. And I'm like,
So like,
why is
it
this
doesn't
happening?
even give you like a notification, like it's saying, because sometimes games will say like, oh, you've entered a blocked cutscene or whatever.
yeah, no, nothing came up. Because it's on PS5, I don't know, I have no idea what that warning looks like, if it's the same as the PS4 or anything. But no, there was absolutely nothing until we saw comments going, whoa, what's going on? And we were like, what? And then Victor looked at our little playback on the phone, and it was a blue screen, and we were like, oh god. And at first I thought it was just my internet, because that's usually the problem. So then I was like, I guess we'll stream another day, and then we did. That's the day that we did Balan, and then I already had it in my head, I'm like, okay, well if it doesn't work this time, then we'll do either a Crash or Spyro, just casual stream, so we can at least have a stream day. And then we ended up doing Crash, and the whole stream was fine. But the Balan stream messed up, so I'm like, it's gotta be Balan. It has to be Balan.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've only played the first 1.5 levels, because I haven't seen what the other levels look like. Yeah, Colin says you might not be missing much with Balan. The control mapping is awful. I mean, it reminds me a lot of Ape Escape. And
Nope,
the fact
wasn't
that
gonna make that.
it reminds me a lot of Ape Escape in that you like a bunch of actions mapped to buttons that aren't normally mapped to those types of buttons. And for Balan, it's not a bunch of controls mapped to like buttons that aren't the face buttons. It's more so one action across all the face buttons. So no matter what you do, you basically jump or do some kind of weird little jump attack or
Hold your horns.
jump something, or you do
comes
some kind of
Spyro.
action. But every
Patience,
button is that
little one.
action.
You'll soon
And
have the
it
opportunity to battle
It's
the one
basically
who
like,
matters
okay,
most.
any possible
Nasty Nork.
move you could perform, whether it's jumping or it's attacking or it's doing some kind of a mid-air attack or whatever, all of those what am I trying to look for? All those singular moves are like not displayed across, but like, well, they for lack of a better, what I'm trying to say is they span across different costumes. So you're constantly, to perform even the simplest of tasks, you have to switch to different costumes. If you want to jump normally, then there's a costume for that, and you could do a little like Yoshi hover, but you can't attack like at all. You can just jump with that costume. So if you want to attack, you have to go to a different costume. But if that costume, if all that costume can do is attack, then all you can do in that costume is attack. You can't jump, you can't do anything. Every single button, X, circle, square, triangle, is jump, or is attack, or is whatever. And that's like, okay, I don't like that, really.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if, like, in Crash 4, like, you had to be equipped with, like, you get a jump, just to jump, and then to spin, you had to be equipped with, like, Kapoor or some shit. Like, that's what it's like.
Yeah, that's weird. Ah, come on.
Marky Mark. Thanks, Delta. Sugar Boy says, love your reaction video. I just finished watching that too.
Ah, thank you.
I lift a comment. I like your big ass microphone.
My big ass microphone.
Like set up with the,
damn
with
it.
the phone pad and everything. I need to start using that little setup that my mom got me for Christmas. She got me a little mic setup. I don't think it's as intricate as that, but it's this cool little foldable like foam thing. So it's kind of like yours, but I haven't set it up yet, so I need to do that.
God fucking damn it. Okay, this is ridiculous.
Putting jump on every button makes me think it should just be an Atari game. Makes sense. The title Life of Pi sounds more like a Simpsons movie parody.
Yeah.
It does.
Oh, come on, make it! Damn it!
Why is it that sometimes you are able to make it flawlessly?
I don't know, but I don't know. It's like, because sometimes I think that I have to go to the very end of the platform and then jump, and then sometimes I think I have to jump like at the end of like when the slope ends. Like, and fucking God, I hate this. And then sometimes I just don't hold X for long enough. Ugh! Oh my God!
LQ Gaming. I gotta say, when I played Reignited, I kind of missed the cutscenes when playing Spyro 3 at the start of every level. That was 2. Wasn't that 2?
I can't. Oh my God. Wait, what? I'm sorry. What were you saying?
LQ Gaming says, when I played Reignited, I kind of missed the cutscenes when playing Spyro 3 at the start of every level. That was 2.
Yeah, there were cutscenes at the. There were cutscenes at the beginning of the levels in Spyro 2. Like, I don't. Are you saying that you missed them, like in Spyro 3 because they were in Spyro 2? Is that what you're saying? Like, I. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what they said. I mean, I wish Spyro 3 had cutscenes like Spyro 2. That's what I thought.
Okay. No, it's not like I was thinking that they were being weird or something. It's the fact that, like, I remember back as a kid when there was a good period of time where I just hadn't played Spyro 3 in a while. I thought that Spyro 3 also had cutscenes like 2 did at the start of every level, and then I was like, oh wait, no, they totally didn't do that. So sometimes it's kind of, I see it's sort of common for people to think that there were cutscenes in 3 the way there are in 2, but that was never the case. So that's what I thought they thought. I thought they like mistook 3 for 2 or something.
Oh my God, I'm so tired of this. Oh my God, like, I wish there was a dragon. Why couldn't the dragon, like, be right here?
Yeah, I know, right?
So then you could start at the beginning and you don't have to go back up and then down and then smack your head in the wall like a billion times. That's what I hate about the supercharge. It's like, it's that. It's not being able to get through this small doorway and smacking my head into the wall. That's what I hate most about the supercharge.
Yeah, this one is not a favorite. It's short, but that windy freaking path, like you're always hitting the door frame or...
It's so stupid. And like, I don't even know... There. Alright, get Copano.
Like, was it that inconsistent to make the final jump right here?
You've become a master of the supercharge. Great work.
Good chunk of the time.
No, it's not inconsistent. Usually I make it, but like, the thing is I can never tell because I can never tell whether to jump like at the very end, like I was saying, at the very end of the platform, or like at the very end of when the slope stops. Like, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense.
No, yeah. Yeah, because if I was saying that, will also move fast, you tend to lose control. I mean, that's true. I still like these segments.
Here we go.
I like to see them. I don't know about all, but a good chunk of them, ranging from like simple enough and intricately designed enough to about as tough as the way Treetops handles its little, to get to, what's his name, Jed, I think.
Yeah. Oddly enough, the hardest part about Reignited is like about this part is like getting up these steps. Like, they made that harder than the actual supercharge. Like, oddly enough, I did that. How? What? I totally got that guy. What the fuck?
Spyro 4, the Q4 2021 game that isn't COD, I mentioned that, but I don't know. There's always a chance, because in terms of a new cartoon game release, there isn't really going to be one this year. Spyro doesn't come out this year, just with Crash 4 coming to different platforms, but still like the same game. And Crash on the Run is a new mobile game, but not a new console release. Again, Beanox is working on something, so because of that, like, everything that seems to be going on with Crash and how that's being handled, and the departure of Vicarious Visions from the main Activision little circle of these devs and going into Blizzard, it seems all signs are pointing towards Beanox doing a Spyro game. That's my opinion. A lot of others have the same opinion, but we're all thinking that, like, it's gonna happen. Now, when it's going to be, like, teased or officially announced, if Crash is coming out next month for other platforms, then it could be an E3 announcement. Because E3, for those who don't know, is happening this year, but under this time E3 is actually going to be under the Summer Game Fest branding, I'm sure. Because it's going to have an all-digital event. So E3 is digital this year. E3 was just flat out canceled last year because they were planning to make it traditional the way it was supposed to be until it got canceled. So instead of trying to open it up again this year and take the risk, they're just going to go all digital. But then Summer Game Fest is also going to most likely be going on too, because they just updated their look, and they're probably going to be getting ready these next couple months for some big announcements. So here's to hoping that one of them is Spyro.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would be March, April, May, June, July. So if CG's thing about 4 or so months when between something releasing and something being teased or revealed is true, then
Sunnice asked, do I play Hat in Time? It's not like it's one of my favorite games or anything. It's not like I've beaten it 3 times.
It's not like it was part of her 12 days of fave games from Christmas 2018 that
It's not like I've done a few streams on it.
So actually joined me in that game. That was like the first full game that you were a part of.
I am such an asshole when it comes to that stuff. People asking like questions and I'm just like, yeah, that's obvious, but then I answer it in like the most like asshole fashion.
That's like what you said about Clank and your reaction. Like, well, that was very snarky. How'd you say it?
Yeah, I was like, that was a very mocking tone. I was like, so you know, it's you,
That was funny. Streamlabs says, join the foxhole. Join Aaron's Discord.
Streamlabs says, shut up. Alright, hold on.
Or ukulele, the impossible layer. I mean, you did try that, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't. We
No.
tried it. It was okay.
I saw that it was gonna be it's like, hey, we're making that game that you thought was mediocre into a 2D platformer. Oh, okay. That doesn't really make it any better, now does it?
Well, they do have something that they've openly been like, you'll have to wait and see what we're working on to find out what we're working on.
Can I just get Tukulele that works like Banjo-Tooie, please?
I mean, seeing how the reception... I mean, a lot of people just absolutely love ukulele, and that's fine because there is a lot of charm to it. But when it comes to, like, the bigger...
Why is Tyler, coding Treasure Planet?
Treasure Planet? Treasure Planet?
He's
or
totally
Treasure
coding
Planet?
Treasure Planet.
Wanna play some Treasure Planet?
Treasure Planet?
I love that. Every time you say the name of that movie. Anyone says the name of it, and I look at it, I think back to that Past Strikes Back video. Treasure Planet. It's got charm, but even for like those like rare fans that have been like, that look at it and go, well, it's fun sometimes, but other times it can get real just like kind of confusing or this or that or whatever. I mean, I can't even call myself like a giant Rare fan or even like the biggest of Banjo fans. I am a Banjo fan, which started when I beat the entirety of Kazooie, but even then I can't call myself like I can with Crash or Spyro. I can't do that with Banjo just yet, because I have yet to beat Tooie, and Tooie's still like one of those ones where I'm like, I gotta like, still try to get into it. So like, I mean, we went crazy. Me and my brother went crazy when he got included in Smash Brothers. But like,
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
that was because we were hoping
Take
that they would do like a revival or something. Because it's like everyone's wanted it. So when you know that there is hype behind wanting a revival of Banjo, and that it looks like one could possibly happen with the Smash inclusion, we couldn't help but like feel that hype, and we were like, oh shit.
Oh, free. Yeah.
And like, as per the usual, Victor's in the other room with me, but yet he's in the stream. Hi, Victor. But he's commenting in your stream. Delta asks, can you say Mixapitolate? Yeah, I just did. That's the way I heard it on Smallville. But like...
Oh, I did it! Yay, I did it!
Yay! Congratulations!
Congratulations.
There was this one that I saw, I saw some like little Mario trivia thing for Mario Party, and they took different letters from congratulations on this like little spreadsheet, and it spelled it out in a really funny way, but I'm forgetting how it's said. I have to go back and find that. I'm supposed to say it backwards. I don't remember how you say it backwards. That's another thing. Isn't that how you you defeat him or some shit, or like you weaken him or whatever? They toyed with that also on Smallville. It's really funny. Banjo and other rare games need to be released on PC. It's the only way I can play them. Oh, well, hopefully if they do it, I don't know. Yeah, you would think you would wonder why Microsoft hasn't done that yet.
Oh, God.
What if you trick him to say or spell his name backwards, he gets sent back to the third dimension for 90 days. Why is he from the third dimension? Isn't that where we are?
Mm-hmm. Nope. Okay.
What dimension is this then? Who are we? What is our purpose? He's like, now I'm gonna play banjo and listen to this stream. I do have a strange desire to go back and beat Kazooie again. Every time I say that, it's just like I'm gonna beat up Kazooie.
And beat up Kazooie again, that bitch.
I'm gonna beat
Any
Kazooie
advice
black
before
and
this
blue, I
battle?
swear to God.
No! Please don't do that.
A
And
wise
if she
dragon
deserves it?
once told me aim high
I'm
and
gonna
wide.
choke the chicken, right?
Watch out for flying boxes.
I do that to rubber chickens a lot.
Huh?
Do you also know that you know it's what that's a
Uh-huh,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Saying
So I was
I
gonna follow it up with one of Spank the Monkey.
spank the monkey. Saying
I don't get. Okay,
choke,
I
I
get
strangle
choking the
rubber chickens a lot.
And they go.
They go, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you screw them all together and they go. Ah. Okay, but I understand as a euphemism, choke the chicken. I do not understand spank the monkey. What does that have anything to do with what it implies?
I don't know.
With what it means.
Spank sounds, because if you spank a monkey, it makes a noise.
Okay.
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure if you spanked any animal, it would make a noise. Why is it a monkey specifically?
Because, I don't know, you spank a dog, it doesn't always make a noise.
They just look at you and then they wet themselves.
Not really. I mean, you ever just
That'd be
pat
funny
a
if
dog
they
on
did.
the butt? Like, they don't really care.
My mom does it to Boboy. It's really funny.
Well, yeah, if you pat your pet on the butt, they don't really care.
Pete says I own Super Lucky's Tale but never played
Well
it. Why
done,
not? It's a
Spyro.
good game.
I hope you know what lies in store for you.
No, I know what it means, Pete. I'm just
Nasty's
wondering, like,
world is
why was that
not
one
the
chosen to
friendliest
also
place
be
you'll ever
the
find.
same euphemism? Or a euphemism meaning the same thing as the other one, which... you know when
ready
you,
to
like,
go?
ride your motorcycle down the street at, like,
Yeah.
40 miles an hour? It's the
Patting
best...
a cat on the booty.
On the booty. You just go, you just go like this, you go.
Okay, if
Just like-
spank the monkey's not a good euphemism, what's a better one?
Choke the chicken.
Well, okay, what's a better one though? Come up with another
Uh,
one.
Come up with one? Does it have to involve an animal?
Sure.
I don't know. Poking the hyena.
Why was that one?
I don't know, because you touch it and it makes you laugh. I don't know.
You touch it makes you laugh. It makes you slap. Or don't slap the monkey.
Beetle lift.
Ew. Who slaps their pee-pee around? It's a good conversation to have in the open.
That's well, you just ruined the euphemism. Who slaps their pee-pee around?
Hey, didn't I already free you?
You're
Slap
in
the pee-pee,
Nasty's
that's a
world
good
now,
euphemism.
Spyro. And you are the dragon that must defeat him.
Bring him on. I'm ready.
Stroke
Reach
the
exit
snake. That's a
in
good one.
each of
That's
There
a
you
good
go.
one,
That's-
yeah.
There we
Then
go.
you can challenge the
I'd stroke a
alliterative,
snake.
too. I know you would.
Snakes are cool. Have you ever pet a snake?
I have. I showed you the picture, I think, where there was a boa around me, I think.
That's right. Snakes are cool.
And my brother got so scared he left the reptile shop and went down to what's it called?
I had a
the hardware
like one of
store.
those big banana boas
Oh yeah.
around me once. Well, I was with a friend and shit. I didn't want the head part. I was just like, nah, I don't want the head. I'll just have the bottom half. But I like snakes. I probably wouldn't mind having the head now, though. I can never be sure because I don't always trust snakes.
I like petting them and stroking them. I just don't trust them.
Well, yeah. I mean, they are kind of scary, but they're cool. I've had a snake just kind of like wrap around me once, and it's kind of squeezing a little bit, and I was like, okay, maybe don't do that. There's a tiny snake wrapped around my arm. I was like, please don't do that.
I want to know which snake out there is like the most docile.
There's probably a lot of
Like-
snakes that are like that.
Which one is like a good size, not too thick? It's more like a
It's a
little
thick snake.
more like a little small one that doesn't really bite. Or if it tried to, it couldn't really do a whole lot. It'd probably hurt like a spider bite or something, but it couldn't kill you or anything. But even if that's only if it had to or it felt threatened, like if it was nice enough. And I mean, people who have pet snakes are close enough to them to where that doesn't really happen. They won't bite them or anything. They'll just bite
Hold
them.
on, there was a thing that I missed here. Something about a Sonic. Supposed leak for a new Sonic game where the new villain is female hair with a dragoon spear or dragon spear.
I don't know, maybe the name dragon.
As a weapon. That's kind of cool. Like a rabbit with
Besides,
a spear. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
besides what's her name, Xena, I think, from Lost World. I don't think there have been very many female villains in Sonic. You can't really count Rouge, she's not a villain, she's more of like an anti-hero. And even then, she's not really bad. She just kind of steals shit. She's kind of Catwoman. Catwoman's not really a villain. She just kind of goes around, does her own thing, but she's like
an
could be a
anti-hero.
villain If yeah. Like Catwoman could be a villain if she wanted to, but she never really is. She just likes to fuck with the heroes and fuck with Batman and all that.
Yeah.
She just likes to fuck Batman.
That's true.
She
It's
likes
like
to choke his chicken.
exactly. She likes to fuck with Batman in more ways than one.
A gentle milkshake?
You turn it slow. There's this slow turn. I remember
Good work, Spyro.
Hari would say that.
Nasty's really starting to worry about
She'd see the ice cream in my freezer and be like, "Is this slow turn?"
And Max says garter snakes. They're small and non-venomous. He also said that boas are, let me see, what did you say? Who said boas? Yeah, he
Boa
said boas are nice.
constrictors.
They're not venomous. Yeah, I know they're not venomous, but at the same time, they will, as the name implies, tighten up if you move too much. That's what the guy told me, the store owner. I mean, she was really gentle, that snake, but he was like, okay, this is a boa, she's pretty big, just let her, I'm just gonna fixate her around you. And she didn't like curl around or coil around me or anything. She was just kind of on like one arm and kind of wrapped. She went around the back of my neck and to the other arm, and that's about as much. And I just kind of held her like that, and she was just kind of slithering around and kind of like moving. I think she kind of looked at me at one point.
Yeah.
She didn't really squeeze. I felt her kind of like, squeeze a little tiny bit, but not anything. He goes, as long as you don't move around like a lot, not that I would anyway, but he was like, she won't like actually like constrict her. Just
Yeah.
much.
Just
I was
don't
like,
move around and she'd be like,
and she just straightens up.
and she kills you.
Wait, what, Grandma? Okay.
What?
Grandma's like if it tightened around me, and my grandma's like, well, if that happened, then we'd have no choice but to kill the snake. Don't do that.
No. Don't kill the snake. The snake doesn't know any better. You're provoking her.
Nick Raptor, what's up? Pixel Gamer says expand dong. I can relate.
Expand on.
Rilla Yoru. That's a good one, Ray.
I wanna Rilla Maru. Rilla Maru.
It just reminds me of the Heckle movie. I've been playing the name game.
A Rilla in your room.
No. Because Lumpy starts singing about his name.
I like to rule my rule.
Nope. That is not what Lumpy sounds like.
I like to rule my
He
rule.
sounds like a,
Wow.
he sounds like
I
a
never
little
thought I'd
British
be
kid.
rescued, especially by such a little dragon.
I like to rule my
What I
rule.
mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
Who here has seen Pooh's Heffalump movie? Raise your hand.
I have not.
Or the Tigger movie. Or
I have
Piglet's
not.
Big movie.
I've seen none of. I have not seen one Winnie the Pooh movie.
Oh no! We need to watch a Winnie the Pooh movie. Christopher Robin is... I liked it, but like... it really tries to be like that, like, I mean...
The only
I wouldn't
Winnie the
call it a
Pooh thing
dark-
that I've ever even like seen or like had the chance to, you know, experience or whatever. Like I had a game for like I had a computer game that was like a God damn it. Like I forgot what it was called. Like if you look up Winnie the Pooh computer game and like go through what some of them are called, then like I'd probably be able to tell you what it was. And and I had some. I also had some books. I had some like old style Winnie the Pooh books.
Yeah, we had books too.
They were like in a little They're like in a little set. They're like kind of like old style.
I think I know what you're talking about. Darktail says, speaking of snake characters, I remember Anthos Snake with Metal Jaw villain from TaleSpin. It's the episode about Lost City Insane. It's a two-parter. Guess if anyone remembers who that is. Never seen TaleSpin. Colin says, I think I might know what Winnie the Pooh game I was talking about. I don't know the title though. What was it for again? It was a PC game, you said?
Yeah, I think I had it for like the old Mac that we used to have. If I could just like actually I'm gonna look it up like really quick. Come on. It was Winnie the Pooh story. It was like a storybook. Computer.
Oh, Victor said the snake dude from Ringo, Rattlesnake Jake.
It was like one of the It was like I don't know if it was like a Disney Activity Center or something like that. It might have been because I had some of those like Disney Activity Centers. I had the Lion King one, which I really liked. Let's see, Winnie the Pooh.
Ready to read with Pooh, Disney's Pooh preschool animated storybook, Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree.
Yeah, I think that was it. Yes.
Let's see if I can awaken some nostalgia in you. An association with.
I don't think I would know by the sounds. I would only know by the visuals, probably. God dang it. Stupid ass.
Well, it's Pooh looking really muddy for some reason, floating with a fucking piglet. You interrupted me,
I
piglet.
think. Yeah, let me listen.
If you want to play along with the story, you just click on that little sign right there.
Okay, yeah, this is it.
If you only want to hear the story, click up there.
Yeah, this is definitely it.
If you'd like to
Yay! We found it just that fast. It was like the third or fourth. All I put was Pooh PC game. And,
Yep.
there it was.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh animated story. Yeah, that's definitely it. I remember the cover as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Pooh all dirty for some reason. Not even covered in honey, just dirty.
Dirty.
Floating with a blue balloon. That's Christopher Robin watches in like utter horror.
That's not. Well, no, that's not what I'm. That's not what I'm looking at here. No, I'm looking at a different thing. No, I don't. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what it looked like when I was watching the video.
Anime. No, I meant like the cover of the game, like the box art. Like if you put, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Did it. No, it's like it's like Pooh with like honey, and he's gonna like eat it. Yeah, he's just like he's licking his lips and he's got like honey on his hand and he's gonna eat it, and like there's a tree in the background. That's the cover.
He's gonna eat his...
Now if I could find that set of books, that's something that I don't even know what I would type in.
Or find them at my house or something. Pete says, does anybody remember the Living Books games? I don't know what that is. I had a robots game on PC. I had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 on PC a long time ago. I had a Thomas the Tank Engine little game. I had a Finding Nemo game. I had a Blue's Clues game, a SpongeBob game. And then I had those like packs that's like 100 games in one. And it's like,
oh yeah.
Fucking, you know, like, there was this one I remember. There were a couple I remember actually because I was able to rip some of the soundtracks. There were a couple songs I liked from that CD, and somehow I was able to rip a couple of the soundtracks, so I put them on my own like little CD that I would make for myself.
Thank you for rescuing
As far back as I can remember, the first computer game I ever played, it was in one of those collections, I think, or it came on the computer itself, and we're talking one of those old computers. It was like probably Windows like 90 something.
Yeah. Well, we had a like a really old style Mac. Like not even the cool ones, cause like when I think of a Mac, I think of those cool ones with like the different colors and stuff like that, and like those little round mice, like that also had the colors on it and stuff like that. I always loved those. We had those in school, in the computer lab. But no, we had like a really old style boxy one.
Nice.
So I would play like solitaire on it and stuff like that. I didn't even know how to play solitaire back then. I was just doing whatever, and then I'd play solitaire, and then I'd play like the Disney Activity Center games and stuff like that. I'd play Pajama Sam and Putt Putt. Whoever mentioned Pajama Sam and Putt Putt in the chat, you're the best.
Delta said Freddy Fish and Jim said. Oh yeah, Pipsley said Putt Putt.
Okay. No, specifically those two. I never had Freddy Fish. I played like a demo of one. And I had a demo of like this Peter Pan game. I forgot what it was actually called, but I played it. But it was a demo, and like I actually found a place where I could download the whole thing, but it kind of crashed on me, so I was just like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. And so yeah, I had that, and I would play. Does anyone remember there was a game called Lemmings, where you would like guide like these little lemming guys along a certain path, and you would tell them to like build bridges and do everything, but they could only do it for like so long, and then if they couldn't do it anymore and you couldn't like time everything right, they would just like fall off the cliff.
I've never seen gameplay of it, but I've definitely heard of it. Also to enter, who was it that asked? Yeah, was the Blue's Clues game Blue's Treasure Hunt? No, it was actually themed around Blue's Room. So it was way later in the show's run when that game was made. Also, Seth Brian, hello.
Hey, Saffron. Oh boy, she won't get that.
I'm the one that showed you. Hello, mother. I'm the one who showed you that little Easter egg where Pajama Sam can take a shit in the toilet and wipe his cape.
Right. I was like, whoa, that's weird.
There's also an Easter egg in one of the Freddy Fish games where you can make. It's in a little like daydream sequence, but you can make this little eel guy eat Freddy's little friend. I forget what his name is.
Luther?
Yes. They come across some like little eel guy or something, and it was cut obviously from the actual game, but somehow if you like go into the little coding or whatever and you change a few things around, or you input something, you can come up with a little scene where it looks like he should have beat him, but then it's a little daydream sequence. I was like, oh god.
But yeah, I had a lot of computer games that I would play. I loved Pajama Sam and Putt Putt. Specifically, I only had the first Pajama Sam, No Need to Hide When It's Dark Outside. That game is still amazing. And because it was one of those games where like it would be different every time you play it, because it was like it would have different paths every time you replay the game. Like items would be in different places, and it was like my first time with experiencing a game that like could do that, and so it was so cool to me. And then Putt Putt was just fun. I had Putt Putt Saves the Zoo, and Putt Putt and Pep's Dog on a Stick. Well, it was like a little mini game creator thing, where you would like on a pogo stick and like you can do cool things.
Delta, speaking of Blue's Clues, no Steve did not die. That was a thing years ago, bro. I don't know, people for some reason, there's this big thing going on, like this fake news going around that Steve ended up passing away after Steve Burns after being on Blue's Clues, just because he wasn't around. He left. The real world reason for Steve Burns leaving the show was because he was going to pursue. Number one, he wanted to pursue his music. Number two, he was starting to bald. His hair was thinning, and he wanted to keep his hair for as long as possible. And he didn't want the kids to really see it so much or whatever. And he wasn't.
I don't want the kids to know that people could go bald and that people grow and age. Oh no.
Well, because I mean, they wanted to keep him this very consistent character, and with that happening, you can even see that. You can see his hair was way shorter in later episodes before he left.
Just teach kids about baldness. Just wear a hat.
But then he was wear a hat. But then he too was made aware of all that news, and he was like, "No, guys, I'm here." It's because he wasn't. After some time, I don't know how long, a couple years maybe, I'm not really sure to be honest. After he left the show, he just wasn't doing anything publicly at the time, so people must have thought somewhere on the way that something happened. But he was like, "No."
he comes on going, "Ignore the shaving cut and 5 o'clock shadow. I'm really a kid, just like you."
And he starts laughing maniacally into the camera.
I love that part. That part is so funny.
He cartwheels into frame.
That shit is so funny.
Oh my god. He forgets what show he's on, so he calls it Clint's Hints.
Ow.
I mean, no, obviously he's fun and good because not only did he cameo for the 100th episode of the original show, he also occasionally cameos in the new show. So like, with Joe. So like, you know, he's around. But yeah, he fully embraced the thinning of his hair, so he's all shaved now. And funny enough, I mean, ironically enough, he's on the show. He occasionally cameos, like I said, on the new Blue's Clues show, like that. But now, of course, he's always wearing a hat. So it's really funny how you said that as well. Because they made a. This is really funny too. They're
What
little.
the fu- How? Okay, was he ever able to do that in the original? Like, get you from
Holy
over
shit.
here? What the hell?
I don't think so.
That's crazy. He has crazy range. That's really stupid.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's. They're cool little like in-universe reason in the new show for him. Like, I suppose for him wearing the hat and all that is because after graduating college he became a detective to find real clues and all that stuff. So that was kind of
Real
cool.
clues.
So,
Real murders to solve.
yeah, they never specify what kind of detective he became. Kind of curious, but you just see like a little fucking chalk outline of like, I don't know, tickety talk or some shit.
Oh god.
Oh no, that would be so bad. Of like green or something, because everyone forgets green exists. They were quick to bring back magenta, but not fucking green. No one can even tell if green was a girl or a boy. Spoiler, she's a girl.
I thought all the dogs were girls.
They all are. Except
Yeah.
for Blue's brother.
No,
whoever
I
he
meant
is.
like, no, I'm like, yeah, I think all the dogs all the dogs are girls. But like, no, I used to think that Blue was a boy.
I don't think I ever did. I think I was.
But that's because I didn't watch Blue's Clues, and I only saw like a couple episodes, and they never like said she or her, so.
Every time they never used pronouns. Every time they had to say blue or talk, they always just said blue. They were like, "So Blue's hungry. What does Blue want? Well, let's go find out what Blue wants to eat for Blue's snack." And you're like, "Well, what the fuck is Blue?"
Yeah, so what the fuck?
Blue!
What blue? What they? It's like, oh, okay, they're non-binary. They're non-binary dog. I don't think that. I don't know if that's how that works.
Oh, that was a thing. They. Clues Noir. Did you see the new LGBTQ plus representation in the new Blues Clues? I heard about it. I don't know.
I did.
I don't know how they approach it in like a song or something.
Yeah, it was like the alphabet song, and they just said P is for pride, and they had like all the different flags and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Blues Clues has been doing a lot of modern stuff.
So it's just like
they
it's like, okay, a dog is teaching me about it's okay to be gay.
Yeah, they've got modern stuff there, like the notebook is also, for some reason it doubles as a phone. You flip it on its backside and it's a phone.
That's kind of
It's a
cool.
smartphone. I was hoping when I heard this, I was like, don't you fucking dare get rid of Mailbox, because now they receive emails. And I was like, don't you fucking dare get rid of Mailbox. The mail time, all that stuff is like, it goes with the show. You cannot take that out.
It's really tough. Well, because like it's really tough when you have like modern stuff and like yeah, it's to keep up with the times. It's just like.
But then characters revolving around the older stuff, like actual letters.
Yeah.
You're toast, Nork.
It's like you can't get rid of Mailbox. He's too good. Thankfully, they didn't. I mean, weirdly enough, I don't know how he would know. Mailbox is the one who tells what's his name, that he Jake or something, I forget his name, that he has an email, and it's like, well, Mailbox, you're a Mailbox. How do you? You're not connected to the internet, are you? How would you know?
Nasty Nork.
What's his name? Josh, not Jake. Jake and Josh. Jake and Josh.
Jake and Josh.
In the Dragon Kingdom? Well, mostly. I've still got
Drake
some treasure
Joshua.
to find. What will you do next?
He skidoos from Victor. He skidoos from his office to the crime scene.
The crime scene.
He
My
jumps
God.
into a crime photo. Another detective.
Like a real ass crime photo.
He takes whatever photographer he works with, shares photos of the crime scene, and he skidoos right into them. He teleports around the world.
That would be actually that would be a good way to solve a murder, honestly.
That would be pretty cool. Oh shit! That's just a really with the whole. Victor's laughing in the background.
Nasty's ancient history now.
Oh, that's a funny image.
So, what's in there?
That's such a funny
I believe
image.
This is Nasty's treasure.
Oh
hoard.
shit!
But the gate will
Hi,
only
Jordan
open
Brown.
if you have
You
found
came in at like one of the
everything in
best
Dragon
moments.
Kingdom. Come back when you have reached
Talking about gay
100%.
dogs. No, I'm kidding.
And the fact that Max thought Double D was a girl, I have no idea how you think that, but alright.
I can sort of see that.
Well, the voice maybe, but not the design.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, if you said that, I was like, yeah, okay. I could sort of
Well,
see
as far
that.
as tomboys go too, like the sisters or whatever their names are, like they make them really like clear that they're tomboys, but not
Yeah.
ambiguous.
Especially Marie, that's why she's my favorite.
Which one is she? 'Cause I don't
She's the
remember
one with the
her
blue
name.
hair.
Which,
She's the
is that
punk girl with the blue hair.
And the baggy pants? Is she the one with the hair over her eye?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like her too. Did you see that weird Cartoon Network anime game? And she was in it, and I was like, whoa.
You mean Fusion? Are you talking about Fusion Fall?
Yeah.
Fusion Fall was weird. It was weird. I've never played it. I never played it, but
should.
like everything that
should.
I saw on it. Can you even still play it anymore?
I don't fucking know. What kind of game is it?
I thought it was like an MMO or something like that.
Oh, I don't know. Roxas asked, am I gonna do Mario 3D World? Like Bowser's Fury and all that? I did get it today. We're gonna probably... we are gonna play it for vid games. I was teasing it. Not stream it, but for vid games we're gonna be playing it. Oh, God. Hugs! Hugs, hugs, hugs! Mother! Oh, hugs. How was the work day? Okay. Ooh, happy early birthday to Ironhide. It's tomorrow.
Nice. Yeah, Fusion Fall is super weird about everything that I saw from it. Like, especially the one weird thing that they did where I was like, I don't know about that. Like, the weirdest thing that they did, in my eyes, was like, they made Buttercup and Ace a couple, and I was like, what the fuck? I don't know about that. It's like, that's kind of gross, man.
Fusion Fall, come together with the universe.
I mean, she did have a crush on him. That's because, like, Ace is very charming, but he's an asshole. Don't date Ace, he's an asshole. He's like Pinstripe.
Robot Girl? Who is this?
What, Robot Girl?
I'm looking at Fusion Fall. Who is this?
I don't know, it's probably like the... That was stupid. It's probably like a character that tells you what everything is and stuff, like a tutorial bot or whatever.
Maybe. Does she have a voice?
I don't know.
Can't see.
This is the guy who's playing.
So we're gonna run over here. This is where we're
Shut
speaking
up.
a like
Shut
red
up.
and CB tag. Text square and heart.
little bit of a tutorial. Basically, you can open the map.
She is a tutorial.
Leveled it.
I want to hear her.
Uh-oh. So we get a Jerry mask for this mission. That's pretty cool. And she's giving me...
Okay, I can hear her. I like her voice, kind of. I can barely hear it. Does she have an accent? Who is this?
I don't think so.
I must know. Because I really like her design. Wow.
There we go.
How does this happen? All I did was just type it in so I could be like, oh, look at these weird character designs. And I see this fucking good robot girl.
This is why I didn't tell you. Like, the thing is, this is why I didn't tell you about Edie. It's because, like, I didn't want you to be disappointed because you can't romance her. Because I was trying to tell you, about all the characters you could romance. That's why I didn't, like, say anything about her.
I mean, since I've got someone else primarily that is romanceable.
Romanceable.
Apparently, a month ago, or I guess December 26th, Fusion Fall is actually back up online, or whatever. I guess it's still relevant now.
Yeah, you can still play it, I guess. It's weird. Anyway, Blues Cues. Blues Cues.
Take cues from the blues.
Blues Cues. Said LGBTQ. That's what everyone took away from that yesterday.
Yeah, they did it finally.
They did it finally.
Oh god, now I'm gonna destroy my innards.
Which is good. They didn't have a. Did they have a fictosexual flag? I don't feel represented.
Fictosexual.
If you.
Shut Reading back through the comments and look who's making fun of me. This discussion brought back something I used to watch. Was it Blue's Clues?
Was it Blaze Clues?
I watched the entirety of the first episode of Blue's Clues and You, and I was like, they did pretty good. It was really cool to see everything else get updated in such a good way that it wasn't like, we're gonna immediately push all this modern shit. Like, no, they actually kept it incredibly faithful, and I was like, oh my god, thank you for not making it so weird and like.
Usually things go like, "Ugh, this is so modern. We have to be woke or whatever." I don't know.
We have to be woke.
We have to be woke. We have to be awoke.
You have to awoke us.
I hate when I start talking about stuff like that because I'm always afraid people are gonna take it out of context and go like, "Wow, you don't support this." Like, no, that's.
Good old Marion says, "Hey Miharu, Valentine's Day is the 14th." I'm pretty sure she knows that.
Yeah, it's been the 14th every year.
That's a good comeback. That's a good retort.
You know what else is happening on it's my birthday on April 14th.
Your birthday.
You defeated Ganasty Ganor, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the Dragon World, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my Dragon days butting heads with Nasty Nork and his weird minions.
What's a
It's
minion?
the uncle. What is that funky music in the background?
Never mind. You know what they say? In every good battle, you need a good adversary.
Yeah,
Now,
Marion,
I felt
she's
that
gonna
Nasty,
spend it
in
with her
spite of
boyfriend
his
who is
misguided
me.
nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna like watch something or whatever and have like pizza. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Cholesterol.
It's the perfect retort. Cholesterol.
Alright.
That's Spyro 1 complete, everyone.
That's Spyro 1 complete, 120 for the millionth time.
Yeah, I do hope that a new Spyro game is a little bit longer than the average Spyro game of the trilogy. Like how you could try to complete Crash 4 in an afternoon, but it's going to be a long-ass afternoon. I would rather have something like that for Spyro as well. I love how you deleted, you straight up just nuked your third save file.
I had to!
I know, but...
That's how it works. You can't just nuke one of them, which really sucks.
I wish that was the case. And they have to work to do it all over again.
Yeah. Let's skip over 2 and just do 3.
Spyro 4 should be the length of the first 3 combined. Oh, Jesus. Well, just to beat from beginning to end, not with everything, because then that would be...
Oh yeah, that would be horrible. What's the best part of the pizza? The best part of the pizza is bread.
Bread.
I just really like bread.
Bread makes you fat.
It's true. I really like bread.
That's a good Scott Pilgrim reference that you're not going to get.
No, you already told me about that one though.
I know.
So I do get it.
Okay. You haven't seen it though. Anyway,
I think I have though because you might have like sent it to me or something.
I like thick crust.
Yeah,
but,
I like thick crust.
When it's soft and not crunchy. Because if it's
Yeah.
too crunchy, it hurts
Thick
my mouth.
crust that's soft, like just yes, and kind of like a garlicky taste, like Domino's. That's why I really like their bread because they got kind of
That's
like
pretty
garlicky.
good, yeah. It's very good.
As for best topping, I like sausage. I like none pizza with left beef.
Sausage with noches.
We managed to
Yeah,
capture
I like
the eggs, Your Highness. Every last
deep
one.
dish,
Excellent.
cheeseless
Maybe you will amount to
pizza with
something after
light
all.
sauce and sausage.
Now go call
It is
the
so funny how like
tunnels.
directly
Stop
opposite we
anyone
are in
from
that
coming
front
through.
because I actually when we ordered the Munids a couple days ago, this was the first time in like maybe a year or so that I went ahead and I said fuck it, and I got my pizza with the extra sauce and all that stuff. I had to. I was like, oh, I missed that. It was so good. Because I love pizza sauce. If it's light, it's not...
Where are the eggs?
The taste is there, but the sauce doesn't really, even for me anyway, doesn't overpower it. It more so accentuates everything else that also comes in, like the pepperoni or the cheese.
Well, because if there's too much sauce, because like I like to have light sauce because then that's just enough sauce for me. Because sometimes if it's normal, it's too much, and then if it's too much, I can taste the tomato, and I don't like tomato, so.
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
Hunter, stop her. Hey, give that back.
Hey, give that back. Oh, shoot. Wait. Someone said something about Sims 4.
It was Dark Hills.
Picture in the Discord? Like which?
Oh yeah,
Oh, here
next
we
we
go.
also have Mountain Mike's here. It's really good. Oh, I love Mountain Mike's.
Oh, I see. So they made a... Oh, nice. They had like a mod where you can get like a fox kind of character. That's pretty cool. I should get a mod that makes me do that.
I want to see. Oh, which channel is it?
Gamer's Corner.
Check this out. Yeah, Mountain Max is really good. I love their mountain size because it's gigantic. Well, I say gigantic, more so the pizza slices are long. They're not like these giant fat pieces. They're like about the normal size lengthwise or widthwise of a traditional, of any kind of normal looking pizza, but the length of it is like pretty long.
I could just get like, I usually just get like a small. If I'm gonna eat something myself, I just get like a small. And I can only like eat 3 slices before I get full. Okay, let's turn the light on over here.
Oh. Is there a better picture? Is it the only one picture?
Yeah.
So, you're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh? How sad. Look here, Dragon. If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back into that hole you came through. Those eggs belong to us.
Why is
and
Bianca's
I've
mouth
hidden them
moving in a
places
really
you'll
weird
never
way?
find in a
Like, I never
1,000
noticed,
years.
but her mouth is really
Besides,
weird.
even
It's like,
if you couldn't find the eggs, our
looks
expertly trained armies would
like
hunt you
Sly
down
2
and
mouth.
take them back. Do I make myself clear?
It's not as bad,
Here
but like,
again, I
just
am
really
going
weird.
to be very angry.
She's going.
And you won't like me when I'm angry.
Sly 2 mouth is my favorite way to describe something.
Oh no, it looks like that character has a case of Sly 2 mouth.
Sly 2 mouth.
Oh no, wait. Oh no. Well, I mean, because I disagree, but it's not a bad thing. Colin's like, Pizza Hut's one of those meh pizza places, but the stuffed crust is extremely addictive and tasty. No, I did not enjoy the stuffed crust. I don't like that at all. Crust should not have cheese inside of it.
That sounds disgusting, and it kind of ruins the concept of bread. Unless it's like a grilled cheese.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's fine for those who like it.
But then again, that's a different type of cheese, so I probably, you know, if stuffed crust had like, no, you know what? I probably still wouldn't like it. If the stuffed crust had like, if it had like American cheese in it instead of mozzarella, I probably still wouldn't like it. I'd have to dip it. In that case, I'd probably want more sauce because it would be like ketchup, and I'd always dip my grilled cheese in ketchup, which sounds gross to some people, I'm sure, but it's what gives it flavor. It drowns out the taste of the cheese.
Papa John's has a stuffed crust pizza, and it's actually really good. Well, we had Papa John's a long time ago over here. The only one that's even remotely near us closed down, and funny enough, Mountain Mike's took its place. But no, I'm not gonna try stuffed crust. If I didn't enjoy stuffed crust from one place, why would I go ahead and try it from another place? I don't really understand that concept. Since it doesn't matter if they make it different, which they most likely do, but like, if the simple concept of what it is didn't appeal to me to begin with, it doesn't matter who else does their own take on that concept when it comes to food and stuff like that, I'm not going to probably like it, and I don't really want to waste the money on it if I'm not going to eat it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, Fenrir was saying American cheese is very oily and salty. Well, no, I'm saying that American cheese is like the only cheese that I'll eat. I don't like any other types of cheese. And like, I just don't really like cheese in general, but American cheese is the only type that I'll eat on certain things, like on a cheeseburger or, you know, mac and cheese. Or, you know, like maybe it's like cheddar is like the other type. But I will never eat like a piece of cheese by itself. because I don't like the way it
Aw.
tastes.
That's unfortunate because I like the way cheese tastes. I like little sliced cheese.
Yeah, I just I don't like that.
Oh,
I don't like the way it smells either.
I wouldn't know. Ham and cheese sandwiches are good though.
I don't like ham.
Well then, damn it. It's funny. Colin's like, Mark's like the first person I know I've heard who doesn't like stuffed crust. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a thing to not like stuffed crust. I don't see why it's so foreign of a concept to dislike stuffed crust. Well, also look, I like saucy pizza and Aaron doesn't, so like,
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't mean it's
Yo,
like.
Spyro!
I mean, I'm just saying I don't like. I basically I just said I don't like cheese. Like I would say I don't like cheese, except when it's
Like in general, yeah.
mixed in well with something else, like a cheeseburger, a grilled cheese, but only with ketchup, and then like mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Haven't had that in a while. I kind of want some now.
And no, I don't like ham. I don't like ham because I don't really like let's see. I don't like ham. I don't like
I saw
turkey.
something shiny in that cave over there. Let's go check it out. You can get there by hovering. To hover, just
else?
press the action button at the end of your glide.
Like the only lunch meats that I like.
Oh, I almost forgot. This egg.
I like salami. That's my favorite one. I like salami. Bologna's okay. I used to like bologna a lot, but not so much anymore.
Same kind of. I haven't had it in a long time. But when anyone says bologna, I still remember what it tastes like. It's not the worst. I just haven't had it in quite a while.
Yeah, Fenrir. Like I'm very picky eater, but so is my dad. So like I pretty much got that from him. Like something tells me that like it's kind of weird. Like between me and my dad, it's kind of hard to say like who actually eats more, because my dad might actually be a pickier eater than I was, or like am.
Or what was it you said about him and burgers? He'll order like my brother, who just by preference doesn't much care for any kind of things with his burgers. He has them like plain and all that with cheese. What does your dad do again with burgers?
No, my dad will have it like plain, just like absolutely plain, like meat and bun only, no cheese. He doesn't like cheese. He likes cheese less than I do. Like he doesn't like cheese whatsoever.
That's crazy. Well, if something's made with cheese in it, like I don't know, whatever you can mix, like mac and cheese. He would never eat mac and cheese.
No. He doesn't like noodles because like he doesn't like Italian food.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god. Damn. Oh wow. Yeah.
He doesn't like tomato, so he doesn't like ketchup, tomato sauce of any kind. Like, pretty much.
I should have paid. I kind of want to pay more attention next time we all get a chance to go eat out somewhere. To what he eats, because when we ate Denny's that one time, for PowerCon, they were at a different. Your parents were at a different table, and we were at a different table. So like, I don't know like what he, like, what he ordered or what it looked like.
Okay, I won't change it. Remember, you can change the camera mode yourself by using the options
That's interesting.
menu.
I mean, for me, it's a different type of a concept. I'm a very, like, bare bones, like, the most basic shit type of guy, so, like, I don't eat a whole lot of different types of pizza. I like pepperoni, or cheese pizza, but pepperoni pizza is, like, always my go-to. Very, very, I guess you could say even vanilla, or basic, whatever you want to call it. Classic, basic, I don't care. Burgers? I don't like the concept of the thought of bacon burgers, or any other stuff you can put inside a burger.
See, and there's like the difference. Like even if my dad likes things like burgers plain meat and bun, he will put bacon on it too. He'll have a bacon burger that's plain, Which I will too. I like bacon on burgers. I like bacon on like egg sandwiches from like from Subway and stuff. I'll have a breakfast sandwich with just like egg and bacon. In fact, sometimes we'll my dad and I will like go to McDonald's and stuff like that, and we'll get the egg. We'll get like the egg bacon biscuits or muffins and stuff like that, and like he'll give me his egg because he's like egg either, and so he'll give me his egg, and then I'll give him my bacon, and so like. I'll have, like, a double egg sandwich, and he'll have, like, just bacon on bread.
I mean, hey, maybe that could taste good. Bacon on bread.
It does. But I still leave a little bit of bacon on my sandwich, because I like it. I don't really like bacon. It has to be on a sandwich. I don't like bacon by itself.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've had bacon by itself. I would only eat bacon by itself. I don't like the concept. I'm the opposite of that. I don't like the concept of trying anything with bacon in it. I don't think I've ever done that. Because as a kid, I used to eat bacon and eggs.
That sounds really good.
A B&E special. Like a Dane Cook of the B&E special. Does that mean bacon and eggs? No. It's breaking
No.
and entering. But yeah, he throws a little no in there. It's really funny.
No.
That's how he says it. He goes, bacon and egg special? No.
He turns it a bootleg CK.
Bacon and egg special. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was, oh my god, bless me. When I was younger, I used to, not like anything besides cheese on my burgers and ketchup. I would have to put the ketchup on my burgers for the most part, but everything else I didn't want on it until some of my friends were like, "Oh, well, you should at least try it." And I was always like, "Yeah." And then one day with the McDonald's burger, I tried a quarter pounder and didn't take anything out of it because I used to order the quarter pounders. I used to eat double cheeseburgers. Then I went to the quarter pounders because they were bigger, and I just took all the stuff out of it. Then I tried everything in it, and I really liked it. So I like pickles in burgers. Onions are okay. Lettuce is always like, if there's too much just fucking poofing out of the burger, I'll start either taking it out completely, or I'll like cut it around so that way
I'll put like
just
light
in there.
Light lettuce.
So lettuce is a preference more so than, oh, I like it or I don't like it. Always like in my burger. The one that Victor said earlier that I still will not eat with anything is tomatoes. Just tomato slices or anything of the sort. Yep. Ketchup is fine. Tomatoes I don't like.
Yeah. Same.
So I'll always either say no tomatoes, or I'll just take them out myself. Yeah.
Like basically what you like everything you need to know about like
something like that.
Mayo's okay when it's on like chicken sandwiches. But like
mayo.
Yeah, I only like mayo when it's on like chicken sandwiches. Basically everything you have to know about like my dad and like what he eats is like his basic meal would be like a plain burger, fries, and a Coke. That's how basic my dad is. Or iced tea. It's either Coke or iced tea.
You're making... Oh, I just realized we're having burgers today. Oh, fuck yeah. No, I was straight up gonna go, you know what? This will be the third time we do it, but fuck it. I was gonna straight up DoorDash some McDonald's tonight. But no, I forgot we're having burgers. I was like, that just sounds really... I'm hungry. That just sounds really good right now.
Yeah.
But we're making burgers tonight. I was like, oh yeah.
Pepsi? Well, no, my dad's okay with Pepsi. We had a really good Pepsi. Like, we'll always think about that when we were in New York and we were at the Cat's Deli we had like the best Pepsi we've ever had. Like, for some reason, it was so good. And we're just like, this is so good. This is really good Pepsi.
I was like that with Barg's root beer.
Oh yeah, I like that one too.
I didn't know that was a thing until, because I was always either A&W or what was the other one? It was A&W and what's the other like more common one? Mug. So it was always those two, and then
I like Barg's a lot more than A&W.
Well, I never tasted much of a difference, but it wasn't until we started doing this tradition, because my grandpa really liked Foster's Freeze, where we would grab some and then go visit him at his funeral, or at his funeral, he had a funeral over here, at the cemetery.
He was a ghost.
We went to the cemetery to go just be with them and stuff and have a little family time there, and we would eat there, and we went inside to order this one particular year, and I saw Barg's root beer. I said, what is that? That's some different kind of root beer? I hadn't seen it before. And then I went ahead and I got some from the machine, and I started drinking it. I'm like, it tastes like soft. I know, like soft drink or whatever. It had this really like kind of creamy kind of taste to it, I think you would describe it as. I'm not really sure how to actually describe it, but like it was really good. It was really good. I was like, oh shit. So now every time I see Barg's, I'll definitely grab some. Because it just had this particularly really good taste to it that I don't want, to my knowledge at the time, I never really remember tasting in either Mug or A&W, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people who don't like soda and stuff like that. I used to not like soda because well, even nowadays, whenever I drink soda, because I really like the taste of it, but I can't drink a ton. I can't take like a big gulp of soda because the carbonation makes my eyes water.
Oh man.
And so it's just like, yeah, I'm like I don't know, like my tongue will never be fully used to like carbonated stuff.
Yeah.
But when I was younger and I first had soda, like the carbonation was like a completely different concept to me. And I first had it and I was like, ugh! Like, what the fuck? Like, it like,
yeah.
It freaked me out because I was like, what is that feeling? Like, I didn't like the feeling.
Oh my god.
And, so eventually I just kind of like got used to it and I was just like, well, I mean, like, soda, like, it tastes good, so like, I'll have some, and then I would kind of wait a little while so like the fizz would like die down a little bit and it wouldn't be that bad.
Oh
but
yeah,
now I can drink it like regularly, but it's, well, even not like regularly, because like I have like I only have like I have like a big box of Dr. Pepper out there, but I'll only have like one can of soda, maybe like 1 or 2 every month probably.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I don't like to have it a lot, and my mom doesn't like me to have it either. She's like, why do you drink soda? It's just like, alright, then I won't have it, but we just have a lot of Dr. Pepper out there, so I want to drink it.
Ooh, Dr. Pepper. Yeah, my go-to soda when I was a kid was always Dr. Pepper or Mr. Pibb. And it was until I was introduced to root beer, I was like, oh, this is good too. But it was really strange for me. I don't know if this has anything to do, which it might. It's one of those very rare instances where it does have an effect. I think if that's what it is, where because I can't, I do not have the sense of smell that like everyone always asks. Oh, everyone. Whenever I tell that to kids at school or whatever, they would always say, "Well, does that affect your taste?" I'm like, "Well, no. I mean, pizza, to my knowledge, tastes like pizza. Burgers taste like burgers, stuff like that."
Well, the thing is, it might affect your taste. You just don't know it. You just don't realize it.
I don't see how. I mean, I can't taste what other people are tasting. I can't feel what they're tasting.
Right.
But a burger, nothing tastes stale, nothing tastes like as if it doesn't have a taste. Everything tastes very rich and very good. So my taste works in that sense. Even though I have to make up for lack of, nothing is making up for anything necessarily with lack of smell. But where it gets a little weird, I guess, is even though the taste of a soda, any kind of soda, is still strong, and yes, it's carbonated, I don't always taste a difference, and especially as a kid, I used to not taste the difference of sodas. You could give me a Dr. Pepper, a Mr. Pibb, and then a root beer, and then maybe some Coca-Cola or something, and I wouldn't be able to really tell the difference between them. And it's kind of the same now. I mean, I've had different sodas like Crush Orange. Victor was talking about Crystal Pepsi is so good.
I call it Orange Crush. Orange Crush.
Yeah, that definitely has its own taste. It is good. I really like it. But besides some of those ones, Sprite is one of my go-to ones nowadays.
So like you couldn't taste the difference between like an Orange Crush and like an Orange Fanta.
I don't know if I've had a Fanta, but if I did, I would probably think it was just basically Crush Orange. Pretty sure. Ooh, somebody did have a Fanta recently. I think it was my grandma or someone. Next time I go to the little liquor
because
store
we have Orange Fanta at McDonald's.
Hey, that was great. And while you were
I
boarding,
don't
I
think I
found
knew
this
that.
in a lizard burrow.
Yeah, no, with certain ones, and then there's certain ones I can't drink because of how much caffeine. Mountain Dew too. If you give me like a Sprite, a Mountain Dew, a root beer, and like a Dr. Pepper, there might be slight differences, but nothing enough for me to really be like if you made me do like a blind taste test, I probably would not be able to tell between certain ones. I probably wouldn't be able to tell.
All right.
And that might be the lack of smell affecting my taste. I don't know. Of all things to have that be affected in terms of taste, soda is a weird one. You would think that it'd be food first and foremost, but food doesn't really. No real food I've tasted has had that effect on me, where I couldn't tell any type of particular difference, or it tasted particularly stale when it was like just made or something. No, that's never happened to me before, but I think soda is what does it, and I don't know. But certain caffeinated ones or whatever, or stronger ones, like regular Coke Zero is fine. I can drink those and be okay. But I've told you this story before, which I won't get too much into, but like the traditional Coca-Cola, I can't have more than like maybe one, maybe two. Because if I have too many, my heart starts like really beating, and like I can really
you will die.
It wasn't a good feeling. Well, not that I usually have more than one soda anyway, but like...
Yeah.
Given the circumstances of the time that I did that, it was just not good. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, so, because, like, we have, a ton of Cokes here, because, like, that's what my dad drinks. But if you have just, like me, if you had, like, 1-2 cans every month... Oh my god, I actually fell off. If you had, like, 1 or 2 cans every month, like, of Coke. Like, how would that be?
1 or 2 cans a month of which one?
Like Coke.
Oh, well, that would be fine. No, because I'm talking like in one sitting.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But if you just, like, had, you know, like... Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying, but it'd be fine. It's fine if you, like, drink it just in general, right?
Oh, in general, if I had a Coca-Cola but just one, I should be fine. Because I haven't had regular Coca-Cola since that time. When I was at my friend's little grad party or whatever. But Coke Zero is like completely fine. I've had those, you know, without anything. The only time and it's not like I normally drink more than one soda at any given time anyway. The only time I would ever do that is if I was at some kind of a party or something. For a friend, like a birthday party or some kind of whatever like that.
Yeah.
It's about the only time I'll ever drink more than 1 cup or 1 can of soda, 1 bottle. In that sitting. But because I did that with Coca-Cola, it just, after a while I felt my heart just beating pretty hard, really fast, and I was like, oh, this is doing shit to me that I can't.
Yeah.
I don't like this. This is not a good feeling.
Tried Raspberry Coke? Yeah, Raspberry Coke is really good.
I never tried any other Coke variants. It was just Coke Zero and regular Coke.
And that's why I love Coke Freestyle machines. Because it's just all these flavors that I never even knew. I was like, what? Raspberry Coke? What the hell's that? Orange Coke? What the hell? Like...
Speaking of burgers, I've got my 2 little burgers right here.
Nice.
Oh, they look so good.
I don't know what I'm gonna have. I think I have... Oh yeah, I have ramen.
Ramen noodles.
Raspberry lemonade? I love raspberry lemonade. I haven't had lemonade in a while though. I used to make it here, like because I'd have my popcorn and my lemonade. But yeah, I should buy more lemonade and make some.
I think I've had 7-Up too, but that was a long time ago. I haven't really had it
7-Up's good.
anytime recently.
I like cherry 7-Up.
Whenever she wants a soda and we go get
Cherry Coke is amazing. I love it so much.
Something you're gonna have in common then. I think it about covers most of the sodas I've had. We're adults, let's talk alcoholic drinks now.
I don't have a lot, but I like certain wines. I like certain red wines.
Yeah, you like red wine. It's too sweet for me.
Not every red wine is sweet, though.
Every one I've had is. I don't remember which one specifically, but every time I've had a red wine, they've all been vastly different brands and whatever from one another. It's always tasted way too sweet for me. It tastes like I'm just... It tastes as if you just mashed a bunch of grapes together and you just let it sit open for like 5 days. That's what wine tastes like. Red wine to me. Specifically red wine. It tastes fruity, but not in a good way.
No, it tastes good to me. I need sweet wines, because I don't like anything that doesn't taste sweet. It just tastes bitter to me if it doesn't.
White wine has a good cut to it that I like.
I like hard lemonade.
I hope you appreciate this favor I'm
You would
doing,
like the Smirnoff stuff that I get across the street at the liquor store. I swear, when we bring you over, whenever we get to, I'm taking you to the little liquor store across the street to get snacks and stuff. You can get sodas, you can get whatever. Then you got the drinks there, and
be one of them dragons,
there's some really good ones.
I like Long Island iced teas, or as we call them, Sex on the Beaches.
You dragons
I like
used
them.
to rule this entire world, you know.
We can now confirm that Miharu likes Sex on the Beach.
Yeah.
used to live here.
They say it was over 1,000
fucks
years
on the
ago,
beach.
I think.
They just left.
Yeah.
That's a good name for it.
After they left,
That is.
all the magic in the world just sort of went with
I
them.
like
This
the
world used to
strawberry
have magic
lemon
coming out of
mojitos
the
from Red
wazoo.
Robin. Those things are
Flying
so
ships,
good.
Singing forests, wishing
Nice.
stones.
I
You
remember
name
Ren
it.
said
But when the dragons left, it all
Angry
just
Orchard's really
dried
good,
up.
and it is. I've had
Yeah.
that
Why some of the
before.
portals don't work?
Yeah, they're starting to fade out too.
I think you would like the.
Well, I gotta get back home and
what's
do
it
some
called?
damage
Not
control.
Seagrams. What's
Come
it?
visit anytime you like.
Was it Seagrams? No.
I mean,
Oh, Lord, what was it
I
called?
think that Long Island iced tea is the same as Sex on the Beach. It might be a little bit different, but I think the one time that I had it, like it was called Long Island iced tea.
There was this pineapple flavored thing can that I got, and I don't remember. Do you ever remember off the top of your head? And this might be a little bit hard since it's an older video. When, because this is what prompted me to try this drink. What prompted me was, do you remember off the top of your head the 2 or so brands that John drank when he did his Castlevania drunk review a long ass time ago?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Ah, damn. Well, because he doesn't have it up on his channel anymore. There's someone archived it. Back around that earlier era of JonTron, he had this one where he goes, "It's my 21st birthday. I gotta celebrate big," and he did the Castlevania adventure, whatever it was called, and he got hella drunk in there for that. He's like, he's like drunk in that review, like legitimately straight up drunk. And because he goes, time to get my shot glass. He just takes a big ass pitcher and goes boof and puts it on the table. Well, I remember that video because there were two brands that he shows that he's just pouring this shit into this pitcher and he drinks it, and it was one of those brands that has Seagrams, and there was one other one. I don't think the one I'm thinking of that I tried with Seagrams. It was, I think, the other one, but I can't remember what it was. It was this can. For me, it was a can, and it was a pineapple flavored drink. And it was really good. And I think that you would really like it.
Fenrir, are you sure that's Long Island iced tea? I don't know. It was some kind of iced tea. What else is
If my wings were big and
well, okay, what else is Sex on the Beach called? Like, because it has another name that has like iced tea. I thought that's what they called it. Because I was at a place where they called it something differently. But it was like, it had like fruit flavors in it. But no, I know what like a Sex on the Beach is. It's like a the hell does it have in it? Like a pineapple or something in it. It's got a bunch of different like fruit flavors in it, which is why I like it.
I had this really cool drink at Dave & Buster's. It was some kind of like, I forgot, a Corona Rita is what they called it. It was a margarita which had, I think, it was a bit of vodka, a bit of something else in it, and then just stuck this fucking Corona bottle in the top.
Yeah,
it was good.
Max, it was that one time at PowerCon. They called it something different. They called it something iced tea.
Delta says the Sex on the Beach is pineapple and orange juice mixed with vodka and peach schnapps.
Yes, that's what it is. And that's why I really like it, because it has all those like different flavors in it. But when I went to PowerCon, they called it. There was a very similar drink, and they called it tea. And I thought that's what they called it.
Oh, what's that one drink I had too? There was at some restaurant. There was a drink I had. Oh, it was at Outback. What was it called? It was the Wallaby Darned, but that was their little Australian sounding version of peach something or other. What was it called?
Oh shit, I forgot that.
Is that what I'm looking for? It's peach something. Not schnapps. It was a peach. I'm forgetting the word. It was good though. So as you can tell from our taste, we like a lot of fruity drinks. not anything too like. I took shots during Halloween, this last Halloween, for our Crash 4 stream, and not only was it like hot and kind of bitter, but I got buzzed off that shit.
If it isn't
It
my
was really
favorite
funny.
dragon, the sorceress has put me in charge of guarding these bellows.
That shit made me tired. I wasn't even really drunk. I was just tired. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna.
I remember
sit over here.
The only time that I've had a drink and I didn't feel weird after, and I actually drank the whole thing, was it was my cousin's wedding, and I had this really fruity drink. I don't know what it was.
Oh, yes.
But I drank it all and I didn't feel weird, and it was really good. And I was just like, that was really good. And I don't feel like weird at all, because I usually get a weird feeling in my legs when I drink. But yeah, I didn't feel anything at all. I didn't have a headache or anything, and I was like, wow, I actually ended up drinking the entire thing.
I was gonna ask you if you consistently do, or the first time you ever drank anything alcoholic, if you did get a headache from it. Because I got a headache from it my first time when when one of my friends, I think it was Wes, we went out for his 21st birthday to Applebee's, and it was really our first experience going out to drink with friends, so it was really cool. But
remember,
my friend,
press the jump button at the very top.
Ironically, he was the one driving, so I think we only gave him like a sip.
At the end of your glide.
But my other friend Jeremiah and I both had something. He had an Angry Orchard, and then I had a Blue Moon. And that was the first time I had, my mom had given me some little, tastes here and there and whatnot before I was 21. But my first actual drink out with friends, the full bottle that was mine that I paid for, at the correct age and everything, was a Blue Moon. And I drank it, and then I just got this headache, and I was like, oh man, ugh. But it went away after a while, and like, I think it was because my brain was like, you're introducing us to a full alcoholic drink, this is weird. And then after that, I never really got much of a headache after that, from anything else I've drinking.
Yeah.
Drink.
You activated the bellows.
I
can get the
like, I don't get headaches. I don't think I got a headache immediately, the first time I drank. But, and I don't think I usually do get headaches, because if I start to feel weird, like, in my legs, or if, like, if I do start to feel weird in my head, like, and I do get a headache, like, that's kind of when I know, like, oh, like, a headache's coming on, like, I'm gonna stop. Like, not usually if I'll get one immediately, I'll just be like, hey, I feel like a headache's gonna come on. I'll feel like pressure, and then I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna stop. So that's why I cannot, it's not physically possible for me to, like, get drunk, because my body will tell me to stop.
I think, I think, now I haven't had anything super crazy like how, Kyle and Sean and them do, but, because they'll just drink all types of shit right from the bottle, and I've never done that before, but, I think, because I tried taking these little ass shots of, like, stuff, I don't even remember what it was, the stuff I bought from across the street, the little store for Halloween, those had, like, 40% alcohol in them, and I only bought 2, and so I took one, and I took another later, and I thought they were going to do at least something to me. Like, I was just wondering, like, well, that's like what I said on stream. I was like, I'm sorry if I do anything stupid, or if I do shit I'm not going to remember later, but here we go. Actually, not a whole lot really. From what I can remember, nothing really happened. I just kind of got buzzed, and then I got real tired. What I'm going to assume from that I guess I have an okay enough tolerance. Of course, I would have to drink something a bit, I guess, heavier, or, I don't know, like vodka or rum or some shit, to really see what happens. Yeah. But, like, where's the threshold where I start, like, actually getting drunk? I don't know. I remember having some, like, Mexican beer. I forgot the fuck it was called, but it was, like, from Mexico for my, cousin's, birthday. Was it a birthday? Oh, it was a grad... No, it was this grad party, sorry. It was this grad party. We had a bunch of family over, and this was, I think, 2019 or so, and, I don't even remember what the fuck it was. I had a couple of drinks there, and it was pretty cool. But I never had, like, Mexican alcohol, so that shit was crazy. Dos Equis? No. I don't think that's what it was. It was something else.
Yeah, I also like,
Here, you can have this last
what was it that I had in Vegas when I went there the first time? It was like a...
Modelo de café. I don't know, man.
It was like a... I want to say it was probably like a strawberry... It wasn't a strawberry daiquiri, but it was very much like it. It was like strawberry flavored. So it was similar. And it was very tart. And I really liked it. And I've also had some like margaritas and stuff like that, which is fine. But yeah, those, the sex on the beaches. With the, or not Long Island iced tea, I guess, or whatever the hell they're called at PowerCon.
I was gonna say we should have some sex on the beaches, and then it just sounds really funny.
On the beaches. On all the beaches.
How would a bottle of Wumperwood taste? I don't know, probably also very fruity. Also, who was it that was saying,
what was it that we had at PowerCon when we went? I had that, like, really tall drink. And it was, like, really expensive. And it was good, but then I was just like, Jesus Christ, I don't know why I bought this. I cannot finish it. And I only drank a little bit of it, and, like, you ended up drinking more than me, I think.
I think so. I think I finished it off.
Yeah.
Because I was going to get my own drink, but it was all crowded over there at the bar. No one fucking
and that thing was, like, super big. So, like, it's like,
was.
yeah, definitely we could split that.
I remember that. Oh, that was good.
I remember we were drinking that, and we were sitting on the couch down there, and I was showing you all the mini comics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was showing you all the funny shit from the mini comics. And like merman with a beard.
Oh man. Well, everyone here is saying like screw alcohol and like you have to have. The thing is, you need to be able. You need to drink knowing why you're drinking in that moment.
Yeah, it's just like special occasions.
If you're like at a party with someone or whatever, and you say, ah, fuck it, they've got some Corona here, fine, or whatever not the virus. Well, you know what I mean. Anyway, but you know what I mean. Like, this is a bad example.
I hope I get Lyme disease because you can't have Corona without Lyme. That shit was really funny.
They have like vodka or some shit. I don't fucking know what shit at parties. And you go, let's drink and then do some funny shit. Then like you're gonna drink, and in the moment you're gonna be like, this is like the greatest decision. We're having all kinds of fun. And then fucking the next day, you're gonna be like, why the fuck did I do that?
Yeah.
But that's why I've never done that, and I don't think I really have it in me to want to try to do that. I mean, the only time I quote-unquote tried was when I wanted to take those shots for Halloween. Because I wanted to make the stream interesting and see if I could play any worse or whatever. Because doing like drunk gaming could possibly be fun if you can do it right and you have somebody moderating the situation. But, because that's kind of what we did for the, what was it called? The fucking drawful thing that we did for Big Games. It was for St. Patrick's Day. And, we were all planning to drink a little bit at least, so we can at least, you know, loosen up for the video or whatever, and just be like, hey, we're having drinks here, it's St. Patrick's. And then I got buzzed. That was my first time getting buzzed. Because, and I know I was buzzed because the fact, two reasons. My mom called me because she knew we were drinking. She said, don't you fucking even dare to have more than one or so, because I don't need you guys, like, actually drunk here. And she wasn't even at the house, so she called me. Yeah, and I was like, alright, and then I hung up. I swiveled around after I hung up the phone, because it was one of those, we still have one of those, phones that go, like the house phones that go into the wall. And I turned around, and the lights were just shining, and I was like, whoa. That's how I knew. And then when we went into the room to go record, I almost fell in the hallway. And it wasn't even drunk, again, because I still remember what happened. I mean, I can remember that stuff too. I wasn't told that. I remember that happening. But I was buzzed. I was not in my right mind.
Alcohol is definitely a way to forget your problems, but, like, it's not, like, of course it is poison for your brain, so, like, you don't want to have too much.
Yeah, no. I would say you would need to drink to taste, not for any other reason first, just to see where your tolerance is, or see if it's even something that your taste buds are okay with. And that's why stuff like rum or vodka or whatever, which is more of like,
but
that's
I
like the
think we can
shit
look
that
after
like,
ourselves.
you know,
Try
you see other
looking
people drink.
after this.
But like, it can be real bitter, it can like scorch your throat. Not like actually, but like it feels like really hot in your throat and stuff like that. Go for shit that's more, you know,
School, okay?
people don't listen to people go, that's a girly drink, that's a whatever.
Just me, or is
Like
she kind of cute when she's angry?
margaritas or, you know, anything that's fruity with a lot of flavor in it, that's what you're going to want to try out first. Because those drinks are good. And you don't have to be like, look at, I'm a man with this little fucking drink. I mean, just fucking drink. If that's what you
Well, I
want to
mean,
do,
I should elaborate. It's not a way to like forget. It's not a way to forget your problems necessarily. Well, it could be because if you you know drink, you're just like whatever. Like, you know, if you drink too much, you could just be like, hey, what, you know, whatever. I don't have a care in the world. Because some people are like that. But sometimes it could rewire your brain to where like you just start crying over everything. And like it works both ways.
Now my wonderful, beautiful mother over here, one time was with our Dia, not Dia, and she.
So I'm not going to play. Well, no,
Okay,
I'm not going to play Sheila's
my
what?
mother,
Sheila's what? No, I'm not going to play that. What the hell is that?
And my mom had called me to go pick her up because she couldn't drive.
Hey.
It was funny.
Hey.
I knocked over a trash can on the way over there.
I was being responsible.
Okay. You were there for a quick visit, whatever, and then you started doing her hair while you were drunk.
We went to go have dinner and drank a lot.
There you go.
Back,
See?
And I dyed her hair and in a white dress.
Rhinox are running rampant around here.
Didn't get none on me.
Okay.
And I had to take my pocket.
So that was fun. I'm just trying to give them the advice that you give to me. Drink knowing why you're drinking. Ha! Delta Wolf, Mark, your mom is more responsible than most college students. Colin, how do we go from blue schools to alcohol? I don't know.
Because
that's the conversation.
Yeah, that's the best way to go. From a
That's why I wish all you guys who are in
a kid
Aaron's
show
stream
to adult drinks.
That's why I wish you guys here in the chat for Aaron's chat would come into my chat because we could have really good conversations. But then I only get like.
I stole all your viewers.
You stole everything. I'm just gonna eat my burger now.
We've done something like this, literally, and like did that once.
After this, I will play. After this, I will play Sheila's level. Sheila's level.
Wait,
Sheila's map. The fuck you? Level.
If one thing, there's ever one thing that could piss me off about gaming, it's when anybody calls a platforming level a map.
Why would you call it?
People.
It's exactly. It's a platformer game. It's a level. It's not a map. I don't even have the map on, so that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, take this egg. They were giving them away at the Tiki Lodge last night.
I care, Fenrir, because calling a level a map in a platformer game is stupid.
Map.
Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't sound right either.
Yeah, the only other time I've ever, sometimes I'll say stage, but not necessarily for a platforming level.
Right, stage is better. I'll say
Well, that's more for, like, fighting
section.
games and stuff.
I'll say section or stage.
I'll say part or section or segment if I'm talking
Yeah.
about a specific area specific area.
Or
of a level.
sequence. I'll even say sequence sometimes.
Sometimes, on rare occasions. If there's an actual sequence, like how we always talk about in Legend of Spyro Eternal Night.
An extra life of free man. What the hell?
The ships. Well, I know that Aaron from Game Grumps says one man. Zone, I say that in Frogger, because in Frogger they call each block of levels zones.
Sequence is worse than map. Well, like no, because I won't call a level itself a sequence. I'll call a part in a level a sequence.
Yeah.
But it depends. It depends which game.
It's like I'm saying. In something specific, like how I always bring up one of the cooler parts that I liked a lot from Eternal Night is going through the ships and gliding from one ship to another and fighting a bunch of dudes and then gliding to another ship.
Yeah, that's a sequence.
You're taking out all the ships. Yeah, that's a sequence. But you don't call like a whole level that you don't call. That's better than calling that as a concept. Is better than calling a level on a map.
An extra life, like I'll call that like a 1-up, or like I'll just
That's
call it
about
a life or a 1-up, and like that's about it.
Pretty much, yeah. The one thing that I do, which I know a lot of people don't, I just adopted it from Pac-Man World, is that the little bouncy platforms are called bedoings. So in Pac-Man, so in other games, especially platformers, if they have little bouncy platforms, I'll call them bedoings. Jump on the bedoing. Such a funny little name for him. Yeah. But yeah, no, everyone almost, it seems, fucking calls levels maps, and it's like, oh god. I don't understand it.
Right. It doesn't
just
sound
sounds
right.
very because we're still that's how I know there's still remnants of everything's shooters are the thing in the industry, like that era of games.
Yeah.
Back like 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, that's how you know that like we're still in that era. Unfortunately, remnants of that are still around is when everyone still calls platforming levels or levels in games in general just maps. It's like it's not appealing at all.
Cause like
it makes it map is demeaning of a term. It's like almost derogatory in terms of a fucking platformer, because platformers build these worlds. Maps are just literally fucking cities or deserts you shoot people in.
The only
that's all maps are.
Yeah, the only like way you could like the only case where you could describe a level as a map like is in a game like Call of Duty. That's the only time it will make sense.
Basically. It really only, and even then, I probably wouldn't call it a map. I'd probably just call it a stage. Stage, level. You know, they make it sound like it's part of a world. I mean, sure, a city could be part of a world. Cities are all a part of a lot of areas in the world. Sure, but like, there is nothing. You could just be like, here's a city that's all ruined. Call it New York 2097.
Because maps imply
there's your map.
Maps imply multiplayer.
True. But even just as a term, it sounds so devoid of like fucking substance. It sounds like nothing. It's like, this is a map. Let's put it on this map. It's like, I don't know. It sounds like
implies multiplayer. Like I'll call it that when I'm playing like Star Fox Assault, the Star Fox Assault multiplayer. Like I'll call that a map probably.
Yeah. I'll say
or
location sometimes.
Or location, yeah.
Well, like in more open world games, like location, like this location over here, this area, this location.
Unless I'm stating specifically something about the map in Spyro, like the actual world map, then I won't call it that. I'll say like this map. It's weird. I'll be talking about like the shape of the map, yeah. Who? Oh shit.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. No, because Delta's like, Mark's channeling his inner douchey McNitpick. And at first I thought you were just being a prick towards me in a funny way.
Oh,
yeah,
like, yeah.
No, that's a Nostalgia Critic character, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember him now.
Sound like Clank and saying like,
Also, aren't maps also flat? For the most part. Well, that's what I mean, yeah, Colin, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, but like...
Oh, God.
A map just makes this... A map, to me, is just this small city that you shoot dudes in. That's what a map is.
Yeah.
Or
it's
like
like
a
what you like.
Factory or something.
It's what like you picture.
Like there's no real. They could put a real life city to it, or a real life that's all fictionalized, but like a real life location. It doesn't feel like that at all. It just feels like a fucking place to shoot dudes in.
And I could even go deeper. I can go more detailed, like what a level is and what a world is, like because the thing is, because I grew up playing Spyro and stuff like that, I'll always use the terms levels and worlds. Like a world is like a hub world that has and it has like sub worlds in it, and those are levels.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A Spyro level is not a map unless you can circle Strife classic Doom style. Okay?
We're not triggered, we just...
It's
just
just
thought it was like...
on my nerves.
I know, it's just like... I just like, it's so weird to hear that, like, to hear a level in a platformer specifically described as that. Because it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. I don't understand.
It grinds on gears.
Are Agent 9 levels maps then because it shoots... Well, no, okay, no, you're misunderstanding. First-person shooters like to call them maps. Specifically, that genre of games, of shooters, call them maps.
Yeah.
And
the genre of first-person shooter, and even though the section, so I'm gonna call it the Agent 9 section in Fireworks Factory, where it is first-person, that's still not a map.
You know. I mean, it's just a mission, really.
Yeah, it's a mission. It's a mission or a challenge.
And where it takes place is still part of the level, so none of that is gonna be called a map. You can't classify any of that as a map.
You're a map.
Be sure to keep your friends.
I'm the map. Just play the clip from Dora. Yeah. No, Colin, the term stage I associate with fighting games. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Stages.
I'm a map.
Stage.
A multi-editor project.
Levels are made to be distinct and interactable. Maps aren't, exactly. Well, I mean, maps are interacted with because you can do stuff probably... You might be able to do stuff in them, but with my severely limited Call of Duty knowledge, like, I don't... they just serve for you to run around and just shoot dudes. That's basically all maps are.
I'm the map. The minor attracted... Okay, no, don't go there.
What?
Don't go there. That's what pedophiles are called.
Oh no.
Maps. It's like a term for pedophile. It's really weird.
Well, I was 8 years old when I found out about that, so I don't associate the word map with it.
Yeah, don't say that. Okay,
can maps work in GTA or Gary's mod? I suppose.
Do you like the
well, no, not even.
I won't.
Because, well, then all open world games. Then that means fucking Greece or wherever you're at, the island in fucking Immortals is a map, and Hyrule is a map, and Breath of the Wild.
I mean, everything that has a map is a map.
Which they're not. I mean,
map doesn't feel like a word anymore.
Map.
Thanks again, Spyro.
Ooh.
Now I have to find out what that nasty sorceress has done to my home while I was locked up.
Hiya, Sheila.
I don't know, man.
While you were gone, a bunch
I just don't
of
like when it's
rhinos
used
kicked
in
us
terms
out
of a
our
fucking
houses.
platformer level.
It's okay though. Bobby, Pete, and I are working on a
Hey
clever
Sheila,
plan to take
did you
them
know it's
back.
called the map?
Hey Sheila, did you know that this place is called the map? What the fucker?
Oh, what the fucker?
What the fuck?
Sheila, what the fucker?
What the fucker? What the fuck, butt motherfucker?
Motherfucker.
You can get up really steep cliffs like this one with your double jump.
Level! A bagel!
Let's call them places of activities. Oh sure, that doesn't sound devoid of fucking life.
I love this place of activity.
It is my favorite place of activity.
I don't know, Sheila looks fine to me. I wish they would have given her like a different hairstyle, but it's fine.
I like it enough. It took a while to get used to when we first saw it, but like...
I think a ponytail would be fine. Just one ponytail.
I wish she had like 5 ponytails.
5 ponytails? She looked like a Star Wars character.
But I think you
I wish she had pigtails so she could just fly around like Gertie.
Let's start calling boss battles matches. I love that.
Oh god. Boss matches. That sounds like WWE.
Boss match.
What is video game? I do not know how video games work. Except that the Russians do, or else we wouldn't have gotten Tetris.
That's true.
P P P P P P P P P P P P.
Elora's design isn't bad. Like, I can understand you thinking that her model didn't translate well from concept art, which I think I think they could have like done a little better in that case. But it doesn't look horrible. Like,
You know
it's just certain images, like certain like screenshots are really weird.
Maybe if they made her eyes just the smallest bit, well, smaller,
Yeah.
and her hair way poofier, because her hair looks really kind of messy and a little thin for what it's worth, I guess.
Right.
In her model, when it looked way more luscious and poofy in the concept art, it looked more like original Elora.
Yeah.
So if they did that, because I don't mind the fact that she has like fur everywhere or whatever now, where she looks all not humanesque. I don't know, the way she kind of did in the original.
Hey Sheila, let's play a joke. Take this egg and smash it on Billy's house, okay?
As long as they don't,
I need to get him back for the last time he butted me off the cliff.
give her that creepy model, or that wrong render.
Yeah, I love that. The creepy.
I hate
She's
it.
like, oh, I love it. It's
She looks-
funny. It's horrifying.
I don't like
It's
it.
funny.
It's not funny to me. It's just straight up horrifying.
I like when I like when you get the version that's transparent and her eyes are transparent.
Oh, it's so gross. Well, because it's not even transparent good. It's just like there's like artifacting everywhere, and it's like, oh lord. You look at it, it's just like, it's just staring at you, and it's like, ugh. It's disgusting. I saw that. It actually scared me. It kind of, it was like a mini jump scare without being an actual jump scare. Because I opened up the picture, and it fucking zooms in, and you get a good close up of that creepy ass render, and the normal looking eyes, not shit, just went fucking like transparent with like just a bunch of all this fucking white around it. And I was like, ah.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
But there's a lot of like, you know, all like the old Spyro renders sometimes, like of characters. They're like some of them are kind of creepy.
For who?
Like just like of like different characters and stuff like that. Just like multiple ones are kind of creepy. Like there's some of Hunter that are kind of like off-putting.
Like which ones?
The one, like specifically the one where he has like his bow drawn and it's like facing toward you and stuff like that. Like his eyes look kind of creepy in that one.
You know why I think it is too? Because sometimes their eyelids are like partially closed, but not all the way, and they just have these big. When you have big eyes, and then the eyelids are closed a little bit, but not even half, not even like a quarter of the way, just a little bit, and then they're not even looking like necessarily at you. They're like looking off to the side or off in the distance or something, and like it looks like one eye is going one way and one eye is going the other way, like slightly. And it looks like they're not really looking at anything in particular. That's when it looks really creepy.
Yeah.
But if the eyes are looking right at you or something, both of them look, you know, just right, then it's not all that bad.
Enter the Dragonfly Hunter. Whoa.
And the Dragonfly fucking Bianca is kind of creepy because of that exact reason. Her eyes just dart all over the place, and she is like always.
She just kind of looks weird. Her colors are weird too. Like, why is she wearing red?
Yeah, they got her like little. Yeah, they got like her nose and everything, like her mouth, all kind of weird. So it looks all almost like a snout.
If you ever forget how to control it.
I mean, I would kind of like it if they like made a reference to that, and maybe like had her wear like a red cape or something like that, just kind of like to make a reference, because like her wearing red isn't bad, but it's just like it's kind of weird because the coloring is just really weird in that game.
Yeah. Everyone seems jittery in the Dragonfly. In terms of like their models.
And then let's talk about Bianca's voice in that game, which was like high-pitched all hell.
I still can't tell. Yeah, I still can't tell if her voice was that high-pitched like naturally, or if they did it in post.
I don't know. Maybe they told her to do that. I bet you if like you asked her to do Bianca's voice now, that's probably the voice that she'd do, and it'd probably sound a little high-pitched. Cause like that, doesn't it always seem like that happens when you ask someone like to do the voice of a character that they haven't done in like years, and then when they do it, they always sound like higher pitched than they used to. It's like,
yeah, kinda, yeah.
Because their voice can't like do that naturally anymore or something like that. Like that happens, especially with like female characters.
I suppose it's because they haven't really trained their voices to keep consistently doing it the way they used to. Or you get the opposite effect, and you have, especially depending on how old the actress is, from the time they did it originally to the time they're being asked to do it years later.
Hey, Spyro,
or else you get the opposite effect, like, what's her name? Julie something who does Marge. And her voice just sounds shot to hell in the later seasons, the newer ones.
Yeah. Well, when you have to do like a voice like
much too long.
If you have to do a voice like that for a really long time, like I can imagine it doesn't like do well for your voice.
No.
And then
I've seen a bunch of like comparison videos.
And then you have and then of course like there's male voice actors and stuff like that. Usually because they're because sometimes they have to do like a high pitched thing because like their voice doesn't sound like naturally anymore and it's lowered.
Yeah.
It's like a lot lower, so they can't like sound like that anymore. So they're just like, oh shit, I have to do it like higher pitched. But it'll sound like they're just like gotten older and stuff like that, because people get old and they sound different.
Yeah. But nope, not John Cassier. He can still do the voice.
No, Jesus Christ, he can do like perfectly. It's crazy, and I hope he never stops being able to do that voice.
How old is he?
I don't know. Look it up.
Oh, I gotta see how old he is. because he's still going strong. But then again, he's consistent at it. He is like, even if it's been a while, again, he's on Cameo. Anyone can just ask him to do something, give a message as he can, he'll do it, and it's nothing has been lost in that voice.
It's true, but like also that voice has gone through like it's gone through a different like a few different like alterations, like types, because in like the early days and stuff, like you know how it used to be, because I've showed you all like the old stuff, and then there was that one like there was a certain era where like where like there was the voice I don't know how to describe it, but like the certain era where I really liked the voice. There was a but I don't know exactly what era that was.
I mean, that's just very natural with voices for certain characters. he was creepy back then. He wasn't prima donna yet.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Like, they were just trying to find his voice and what they wanted, the direction they wanted to go with for the character. And again, bringing back up to Simpsons, like with Homer, that was an obvious change. Of everyone else, all the other characters from the family, Homer's was the one that changed the most drastically. It's I love, or even like Atem or Yami. Earlier episodes made him sound like just like an older Yugi, and then his balls dropped later.
Yeah.
Atem's balls dropped later.
I like I'm really sad that they didn't keep up that voice the whole way. Because I really liked the more subtle, like older Yugi voice that they went with in season 1.
I do like it, but I think that the deeper voice is more commanding.
Yeah.
Whether or not it really fits the character is one thing, but like, I don't know. I really like the way it ended up sounding later, in my opinion. And
I mean, it sounds fine. Really it's fine, but like, I just like, I kind of like the different.
And then you get weird shit like Kaiba being all lower and sneaky and snarky, and then like in later seasons he's just fucking loud all the time.
Yeah, I know. That was really weird, actually.
He's like always shouting.
And then like his personality just kind of changed too. Like the freaking like remember in season 1 when Kaiba actually used to be like a little bit nice. Like he still had some humanity left in him.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I mean he got Flanderized really. Like he kind of was. He was partially balanced. He wasn't fully there yet, but you would think he would have gotten better as the series went on. And then he just takes every fucking opportunity when anybody from Yugi's team is on screen with him to just fucking trash them. And it's like, all right.
It's like they really went over the top with how much of an asshole he is.
And like when shit's been proven to him over and over that monsters can be real, this can be this is this, that Yugi and them are on his side and he should be on their side, he's always denying it, always like, well, that's not real, this is obviously a hologram, or some bullshit like that.
He's just stupid. Like at this point he's just stupid.
He's in denial, he's just trying to be like, nah, it's not true. And it's like, shut up, bitch. You've been sucked up into these adventures on more than one account. You're still gonna deny all this shit just because you don't want to partner with this dude? Like, come on now. By the way, John Cassidy is 63 years old.
Really?
63.
Wow.
How fitting that he was born just a few days or about a week or so before Halloween. He was October 24th.
I know, right? It's great, isn't it? And then Kip's birthday is on Halloween.
Plot twist, he knows the monsters are real, he just likes to stir shit up.
Oh my god. That's
he has
crazy.
a superiority complex. Kaiba has a superiority complex due to upbringing, sure, and that's explored. But he never fucking learns! He always discards what he learns. He never grows as a character.
No, he doesn't grow at all. He's just an asshole.
He stays stagnant. He stays stagnant through the whole fucking show. That really pisses me off. He's not even a favorite character of mine or anything. He's enjoyable on occasion.
Oh, he's one of my
spurts.
favorite characters. I absolutely love him. He's just an asshole.
But it's the parts where he doesn't learn that makes me mad about it, like upset with him, and I don't. That's why he's not a favorite. But he's not a bad character, of course. Me saying that, it's just that I only enjoy him in spurts. But when he gets really like, come on, dude, I want to just slap the motherfucker upside the head.
Exactly.
Like, just be nice to Yugi for once, not because you have to, or because you'll get something out of it. It basically makes him an anti-hero almost at that point. And it's like, come on, he's never been a villain. See, like we were saying before, so funny how it comes full circle. He's never been like a villain necessarily, but he's definitely trying to prove himself or really make it known that he's not really quote unquote on Yugi's side. So it's like, I don't care. Oh, whatever.
Season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh was like really weird because the rules were different and like everything was like super like stupid, but like it somehow made sense, and like you're just like, yeah, this is cool. And then like things made no sense, but it made sense enough. And then yeah, it was Pokemon with numbers. That was what it was.
Exactly. But it still has so much charm. I still remember a lot of what happened off memory. So like, it's definitely one of my favorite seasons. It's the one I've watched the most out of all 5.
I'd probably watch season 4 the most.
Probably. That would be probably the next well, I don't know about next most watched, but it's the next I can recall directly off memory from a lot of stuff that happened in it. But yeah. Now we're on show, what, 8? 7 or 8 or some shit? In the Yu-Gi-Oh!
7
franchise.
Because it's literally the new show is literally called Sevens.
Sevens. Yeah, that's right. That's right. No, I remembered that, and I thought they made a new one after that. So forgive me if I can't keep up with how many fucking iterations happen every like 2 years.
Yeah.
The protagonist of 5Ds is clearly Shadow the Hedgehog as a human.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. That's what he looks like.
Yusei, whatever his name is. That's
Yusei.
You say, I say. Oh, stupid. Sorry. Yeah, characters that never learn and don't really grow really piss me off. But Kaiba's enjoyable for how campy he is, and how, especially in the later seasons, the art shift and the fucking dissonance of how like they can't exactly get proportions right in later episodes.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Really make it really funny to just watch him overreact, and then that one. It's the one where it's like, oh, and he
and then it's like super stretched out.
And, yeah, I love it.
And his like crotch is like right on screen. It's like horrible. There's some like, oh my god, like it freaking dipped in season 4. That's when the art quality started, like, they were just like, oh my god, like, oh my god, we can't do this. We need like we need anyone we can get, and then they just got the most horrible people on board.
That's when the show with the budget became even more on a budget.
Yeah. And then, but every once in a while, they'd get, like, freaking someone like Takahiro Kagami, who's, like, amazing. And then, like, you'll see the episodes back to back and go, like, oh my god.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I just, because, who was saying it here? Yeah, races actually like 5Ds. I mean, it's fine. Those two immediate next shows that came after the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Still at least kinda tried, and more so GX than 5Ds.
I love GX.
From what I've seen, GX even more so since it was the first spin-off show. Try to keep a little bit of what the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Had alive to some degree. But then you look at the fucking, just the intros or something, or even the fucking character designs from the later shows, like what's going on around this time around now, and it's like, why is the name Yu-Gi-Oh! Still attached to this? This doesn't look anything, or look, or feel, or sound anything
it's for marketing,
like the original.
Obviously.
Exactly. Yeah. What's up, Victor, who's now talking in the stream?
There was a picture that showed all the different main protagonists.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, hi,
And there was
Spyro.
one where it
Some
showed
of my
them
seal
with
friends are
all
trying to
their
take down a
hairstyles.
rhino.
That's funny.
You smell a singed rhino in the morning.
I gotta find that. I have to find that now. That's jeez.
Remember how like Jaden's the only one with like a normal ass hairstyle?
Yeah, it's just brown and light brown with a little bit of dark brown in there. It looks like Joey's hair, kind of like a little shaggier.
Yeah.
It's like that's the most normal of all the Yu-Gi-Oh main protagonists. Yeah, he's the most normal. I mean, even his name is the most normal son too. I could see a kid out there being called Jaden Yuki.
Yeah.
Hi, Sheila.
But not fucking Yusei, whatever the fuck his last name is.
Yusei Fudo.
Oh, Fudo. Okay, well, Fudo sounds pretty normal. Yusei doesn't sound like an actual name I would see someone with in real life.
We're lighting the bomb now. Why? Why are you doing that?
We're doing it now. Fucking no pressure.
There we go.
Take this grenade over to the enemy base. Did you just pull the pin? Here you go. Fuck. Don't let go of this shit until you're ready to throw. You know what I always say? Don't throw till you're ready to go. No. Oh, what is it? Don't let go till. Don't let go till you're ready to. Wow. Don't let go till you're ready to throw. That's just something I came up with right now, but I was trying to say it right.
Don't let go till you're ready to throw.
She was like, "What? Bye now," and he leaves, and she's like, "What? What do I do with this?"
Good thing I kept this egg nice and safe in my pocket.
Oh my god.
We're lighting the bomb now. Why?
The way you said that the first time was really funny. Okay, I gotta find this fucking... I gotta find this image. Oh god. Well, people have drawn a Tem with his hair going down.
Oh, that's weird.
He looks okay. He looks weird. He does look kind of weird. How would I find this? Ha! Somebody drew a couple of them, of the main characters.
Don't let go till you're ready to throw. Some bootlegs you would say.
You know what I always say.
Fucking so stupid.
Kip's like, when have you ever said that? You've never said that.
You have never said that, you idiot.
That's what I said. No, that's what I said, Delta. I didn't say Yugi. I said Jaden Yuki. You didn't hear me right. I'm not even being silly. Like, no, I didn't say Yugi at all. I remember when I was younger and I first saw GX when it was new. Well, not saw like as in watched, but like when I saw it was around. I did think his name was Jaden
get
Yugi.
your game on. Crew at the schoolyard, finding trouble, never look at you. Shit.
I'll just let Aaron have her fun.
Sorry, I love GX. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I need to watch it again.
I know we need to watch the original again. I don't remember where we left off. Did we get to Noah yet?
No, we didn't. We were like halfway through season 2 or something.
Oh yeah, because we didn't get to that dumbass fucking Yuki versus Joey, and it's just nothing but talking.
Yeah, I know.
And showing the same fucking flashback like 12 times.
Yeah, over and over again. Which is the same thing they do in season 4. They proceed to do the same thing with the... It only needs one of us, so I'm letting the seal take me instead. Okay, yeah, okay. How many times are you gonna show me that, alright?
Ever since Yugi was taken, fucking flashback. That little boom sound effect for the flashback.
I know.
Fucking white vignette.
I know. The same dialogue over and over.
What if they did that, but then every time the flashback came on, they said it in a different way?
Yeah, that would actually be really funny.
Oh, I forgot to
They
tell
just used
you.
a different take.
One of the rhinos had this egg in his lunchbox.
I would like it if they said like completely different lines of dialogue, and I'd be like, that's not what they said. because that actually happens sometimes. Specifically, there was a flashback like with Rex. For some reason, when like he was dueling Joey in season 4, and they showed a flashback to like when like the Trial by Red Eyes, that episode when he was like when Joey defeated Red Eyes and stuff like that, and they showed a flashback to that, and like the original line of dialogue. Now I understand the rest had a different voice actor, but the thing is they could have kept the dialogue the same because it's very weird.
Right.
Like I think the original line was like I don't remember the exact line, but it's something like he's like you jerk, like, or something like that, and because he's talking about Time Wizard, and he's like eons are passing like seconds or something like that, and he starts saying like all that crap, and then he says what is it? Because he says, when Red Eyes has been like fossilized and stuff like that, and Mike goes like, no, it's fine, just attack or whatever. He goes like, Red Eyes, go on and attack. And then like Red Eyes falls apart, and then and then he says like, and then he's like, so I guess you won my star chips, huh? But in the flashback, for some reason, he goes, nice try, this'll never work. And then he goes like, I stand corrected. It's like, he never said that!
I remember that, yeah. Oh my god, I remember that.
Hold on.
I remember, there's an instance, there's an example of that I remember, and I don't remember the lines, so I can't exactly quote them, but when Joey can't find his entry card, when he's supposed to go up against Bandit
yeah,
Keith, and then Mai gives him hers.
Yeah.
There was the instance where it happened, and then there was a complete line rewrite in a flashback sequence of that moment in season like 2 or something, or 3 or 4. It was either 2 or it was 4 when they're facing off against, when it's Joey facing off against Mai. I don't remember.
It was probably 4. There we go.
In that case,
hey, did it one shot.
Was it though? Because in that case, I don't remember their names, but cause you would, but like I don't remember if it was the original voice actress or the one who replaced her in that flashback. No, it wasn't. It was the original voice.
Okay, then it was probably season 2 where there was a line rewrite.
It might have been.
Cause her voice changed in season 4.
4, yeah. Yeah, no, there was. Yeah, it was a different line. It was still getting across the same thing that she was trying to tell him, but I don't know why they didn't just go with the exact same clip.
Which I'm like, I still think about like, what if they just got Megan Hollington back to do do season 4. Like, if they had gotten her back, like, she would have killed it. Like, I think she would have done a much better job.
Found it.
Find what? Oh, the picture? Oh god. Picture was trying to find that picture of them all with the hair.
You gotta show me that.
Send that to me. DM it or text me and then I'll send it to her. Oh my god. It's just this fucking just clump of just rainbow technicolor ass hair.
So wait, so what was the line rewrite?
Like, how did it go?
Yeah.
I don't remember. That's the thing. There was one, and I don't remember if the instant. At one point, she gives him the handkerchief, and then she goes, "Don't go blowing your nose in it."
Yeah.
Was that the original, or was that the flashback?
Then I remember that being in a flashback, but I think that was like the original line. And then I remember it being in a flashback where it was like it was re-recorded by her new voice actress.
Well, because then she says, because in the flashback she says, "Now go and win for your sister." But it's that exact same shot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But it was a completely different line. Yeah. It was really weird. I was like, what the fuck? Actually, that flashback might have been, or it could have been season 1. Afterwards, I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably like, what if it was like the same episode? Fuck.
The same episode.
That'd be really funny. They get the line wrong and it's the same episode.
That'd be hilarious. Delta says there's, in the original Japanese version, there's actually a reason why gambling plays a big role in Joey's deck. Does he like to gamble?
Yeah, he likes to gamble. Is that the thing? I don't remember.
This egg has surprisingly good fluid dynamic characteristics. From now on, all of our submarines will be egg-shaped.
I don't remember what his reasoning was behind that.
Pete, we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if you can find the exact instances that we're talking about, but we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, because his dad was a gambling addict. Oh, well that's...
Oh, okay. That's right, because they don't talk about his dad in the dub.
I say, as far as I'm aware, they just kind of have like one passing... Like in episode like 2 or 3, they have like one passing sentence, and that's like about it. It's when he first brings up Serenity. But that's probably later then.
That's probably the only time he ever mentions his dad.
Yeah. They probably thought... because it's like, you can't have adult situations in a fucking kids anime, even though there's a bunch of dark shit in this show.
He says that in
over to the balloon.
He says that in season 0 because I've watched season 0, and he's probably mentioned his probably talks about his dad more and says something about him being a gambling addict in that. Season 0 is weird.
You had
avocado and sour cream.
I didn't get that. I just had beans and cheese and meat.
Bean and cheese and meat?
Bean and cheese and meat.
I'm just trying to piss her off. I love messing with her sometimes. Oh my god, you were roommates. What was I gonna say? You know what pisses me off is when in live action shows, when there's like a flashback or some kind of like time travel thing going on, and they freaking have to do certain scenes over, and they have to recreate them, but they don't go back and use the footage where they can get away with reusing old footage to keep that intact, you know what I mean?
Max is asking, how does one have a season 0? Well, the thing is, because in Yu-Gi-Oh's case, it's not actually called season 0. That's just what the fan base calls it, to differentiate it. Because the original season 0, as we call it, it was just called Yu-Gi-Oh. It was just called Yu-Gi-Oh. And the Yu-Gi-Oh that everybody knows, that seasons 1 through 5, the one that everybody knows, is actually called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. But it was only called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters in Japan. Here, it was just marketed as Yu-Gi-Oh! And we never got the original Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's why we all call it season 0.
But it felt much different too. A lot was it was following the manga more than just what it evolved into. Because when I have volume 1 of the manga, and I got that a long time ago before I knew season 0 was a thing. So when I was watching season 0, little bits of it, I was like, I remember this from the manga. And I was like, wait a minute. And I went back and I was looking at it, I'm like, Oh my god, this totally follows the manga. This is so weird. But yeah, no. Yeah, when shows have to like recreate scenes and stuff, there's one episode of Smallville where they they don't even time travel. They just show different characters' perspectives, but they have to replay some of the same events so you can see how certain things happen all running congruently. And like they recreate certain scenes that you've seen before from someone else's perspective, but you can tell the lines were said differently or this or that, and it's like, well, this is all happening on the same day. How come for like this shot you didn't just reuse the same clip?
Yeah,
or
exactly.
This shot you didn't reuse the same audio. And it makes it sound very weird and a little dissonant, and it's like really, it's like inconsistent kind of, but it's like really weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know why they do that. But that's what like that's a trailer practice.
Exactly. Yeah.
That they'll take a clip where they're actually saying something completely different, but they'll say like they'll put a cool line over it, like because like, oh, that's a really cool shot, but the line isn't very cool, so we'll put a cooler line over it.
Well, look what I mean. Reignited is a direct example. It has that too. The launch trailer. Tom Kenny had to re-record a very unique, special, not in the game at all, I Think I Smell a Barbecue, and they put that over, I'd say, The Sky's the Limit.
Yeah.
And that's before we knew that that was what we were watching. But I looked at it closely because I'm like, when the fuck did a shoot like that ever appear in Spyro 1? And I looked at his mouth, and I know that it's hard for a video game character to lip sync or lip read, but I was like, I think this is when you beat the game. And we hadn't seen that cutscene before. I was like, I think he's saying, I think I say The Sky's the limit. And sure enough, I was right. I was like, oh shit. They just dubbed it for some weird reason.
Yeah.
It's funny when it's bad too, when they don't do it right. It's funnier because you go,
yeah.
oh, that didn't sync up very well.
Yeah, it's when it's like really bad in like certain movie trailers.
Or those very specific instances where like they have to mash like two voice clips, like two audio clips together of someone saying something. And you can tell when it doesn't sync up right, but they're trying to make it one sentence or like, or something of the sort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Melancholy, what's up? Star Trek Voyager had a unique flashback, says Ray. Episode titled Flashback episode titled Flashback, where it flashes back to Star Trek 6 on Captain Sulu's ship and uses footage from it as well. There's a continuity goof where a certain character dies in the episode but appears alive in the movie itself. That's funny.
Fenrir says like when he voiced by Carlos Alazwaki. Yeah, well we're talking about Reignited though.
Yeah. Yeah, I specified Reignited.
Yeah.
Probably Rocco. Rocco came in with his little Australian accent and voiced Spyro. He said, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby.
Oh baby.
Oh man. Oh yeah, I need to send you that picture.
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
Come on.
Beat the speedway. What is she talking about?
Nope.
And then the cat's scratching the door frame. Oh my god. Okay, I want to send this to you. Who the hell even are these guys? What's the kid's name from the fourth one? The one where they're in space? Zexel?
Yeah. Yuma?
Okay, see, that's when it started to get really ridiculous in designs, but it's like, well, whatever, I suppose if that's what we have to follow as the main character. And then by, like, the other ones, it's like, okay, what the hell? Like, they look nothing like Yu-Gi-Oh characters. What is this? Here, I sent it. If you have your phone, I want to hear your reaction to it. I like that their dual discs look really funny, too.
Oh, you're just reminding me of how much I hate Yuma's English voice. So annoying. They got like the most annoying voice possible. Like they got like, I don't know who his voice actor is, but like they got him to do like the most like obnoxious like background character voice. Like that is a voice that is a voice that you give to a background character. No 100 challenge. No, and Melancholy, I really don't want to do that challenge right now. It's just annoying. I'll just fight Buzz.
Buzz. This hairstyle is perfection.
Listen carefully, you stupid girl. I'm only going to ask you one more time. Why haven't you disposed of that infernal dragon?
I've tried to scare him off, Your Highness. He's just not
I didn't forget anything. I didn't want to do it.
Not afraid? Not afraid? Why have I been training you all
How was it 90? Yu-Gi-Oh started in 96? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Magic.
That's crazy.
A spell book. Whip up a monster and eliminate him.
Kill him?
I don't care what you do.
Well, that's like season 0 and like the Yu-Gi-Oh movie that even came out before season 0.
Oh yeah.
This ought to do it.
Okay.
Duel Monsters started in like 2000.
You there! Get me out of here!
That movie too.
You, come here.
That season 0 movie is actually the first instance I found. That's how I found out about Lucaribo. I was typing in Yu-Gi-Oh stuff randomly one early morning on my Wii U, and I found it. It made me laugh really hard. I was trying to not laugh too hard because everyone else was asleep. It was like 7 or 8 in the morning, and then
I don't remember at all how I found like the abridged series. I think is just back in high school when I got into Yu-Gi-Oh. I was looking up Yu-Gi-Oh stuff.
I got here as
Kind of found it and I was like, oh, this is funny.
No worries though. This wussy green toad will
This
be
is really,
no
really
match
funny.
for the two of us.
it makes me chuckle.
And now it's like 10 years later and he still hasn't finished it.
But he at least started season 5.
Yeah.
Which I still haven't seen yet. I have to. I don't think there were a couple there that I hadn't seen actually of the more recent ones, so I definitely need to do that.
Oh, Crash, he's just right on me. That was like horrible.
That was funny.
Ah, damn it. No. Come on.
Is it just me, or how come I noticed this it was very slight in the first trailer for Rift Apart, and now it's more apparent in this little Life of Pi short, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not much of a short, this little episode, I guess you could say.
Oh, come on! He's not even standing on anything!
Wow, that's shitty. Why does Ratchet look a little floofier in the cheeks? It looks like he's a little chubbier.
Probably because they're using the All for One design.
Okay. Because his cheeks look floofier. And it's not his fur, it's the fact that he looks looks like Theodore from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, in the Life of Pi, they're using the All for One design, and they're using like a very specific new design for the actual game that like I think is based more on his on his reboot model.
I'll say because even I'll say even again, like I'll say more in a more subtle sense. When I saw Rift Apart, I was rewatching it a couple times after it was shown that day when it was revealed. I was looking because people were doing comparisons to the different PS2 era models and PS3 era stuff, and then to the reboot model and then this model, and I'm like, his cheeks just look a little poofier in Rift Apart. And I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I'm just saying like it's noticeable. I was just wondering if there's a reason behind it. Looks like he was eating something and didn't fully swallow yet. YouTube people. Oh my god. Alright, hold on.
Alright.
La Gorda.
Okay, Dragon. You've managed to survive longer than I expected. But you haven't the slightest idea what sort of dangers
Racist
lie
Marcus
ahead of
because
you.
Ratchet had
I
a little
suggest you
bit of
grab
the
your
bubbly.
cat friend
Why, of
and
course.
whatever eggs you found and hightail it back home while you still can. I'm telling you this for your own good, you know.
Alright. I think I'm gonna stop here. Let's get a couple gems.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna stop there. 'Cause we've been going for a while now. I don't even know how long we've been going. Okay. Whew. Okay, so yeah, thank you all for coming to the stream. Thank you to those who donated. Thank you, Mark, for talking about all the crazy stuff and the alcohol and Blue's Clues. That's out of context. The alcohol and Blue's Clues.
Remember the time that you got drunk and you watched Blue's Clues?
And yeah, I have a new video that went out earlier today. It's a reaction to Ratchet and Clank Life of Pi, so please check that out if you haven't already. And don't forget to subscribe for more casual gaming content if you're new. And follow me on all my social medias. There'll be a link in the description below. And I'll see you next time. Until then, this is Miharu, signing off.
Bye-bye.